kill all of them or whatever, but just like see if we can take down their tower and split, or like a similar idea.
I don't even think we can kill all of them.
Yeah, that's why I suggest it. Personally.
I thought what you brought up was the plan that we left off on.
That was the plan?
I was under the assumption.
Oh, I thought we were just gonna like try and pick them off one by one.
Yeah, how to do the quaddle.
We talked about the picking off just to test our stealth capabilities in regards to the Rakshasa. Like if we could even stealth. But you're right. We talked about a bunch of plans. We didn't really settle on anything. We could do the tower. Do you want to do anything quaddle at all, or not bottle?
No, I mean I'd be down. That was fine. I had kind of forgotten a little bit what we had. I didn't remember what we had settled on either. So I was.
Yeah, I didn't remember.
I was thinking about it like a couple days later, and I didn't remember what we went with, and I was like, hey, what?
According to my notes, we said do everything Dubok says.
Yeah, actually, I think I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good. What's the plan, Dubok?
All right, Dubok. Yeah.
Fuck.
But
yeah,
I think getting into those towers is a good, or at least trying to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should take it, because I don't know...
Why?
Oh, we were wanting to find a shop with a demon or devil running it, I think.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of the things we had discussed.
A shop?
Yeah. We wanted to basically interact with one of the devil demon things on a closer basis.
Yeah, because we interacted with one of the dead humans, and that almost, like, fucked us and hard, but... We haven't really interacted with a demon, huh?
Yeah. His name was Huff.
What?
I mean, I would be of the opinion that it's probably not going to be much better, but maybe it is just a human thing. Who knows?
That'd be down, I suppose. I know we had those two that came up to our like hut wall, then they walked away. So
True.
At least they seemed more like to have more agency. So there's that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's definitely worth talking to him. I'm just if there's any protections you can take against that. I don't even know what that would fall under, but
good point.
I don't know either.
I'd be down. We should check that out.
Can both Ahab and Gishman give me perception checks?
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Don't you get advantage, Gishma?
Oh yeah, I guess if this is sight based, but
yes,
yeah,
it is sight-based.
That's a good point. It usually is. Thank you.
Boy.
I'm blind. I can't see.
Shut up.
We can see that.
I know.
See what?
See what?
I'm not paying attention.
You would actually be able to. Kishma would be able to see this. Out of the corner of your eyes, you see about. Not even out of the corner of your eyes. One of your eyes, they're constantly shifting ever so slightly, but they don't move. They almost like kind of blur whenever they seem to look around. And they're always on high alert, so your eyes are kind of always just looking out, surveying the area. And about, you see about 110 feet above you, what looks to be kind of an ankle come into that view sight of yours. That 120 feet, it comes in and you watch as the boot gets illuminated. Essentially that 120 sight where you can see invisible creatures. You're able to see the rest of them, and you see what looks to be the outline. You kind of are able to draw it. You see the slight shimmer, the slight reflective in the way that it's kind of off shaded from the wall above. You see kind of the boot come in, and then it seems to be just kind of like pressed against the wall as if it was like sticking to it. It's clearly looking down on the conversation. Just kind of surveying you guys.
I want to make intense eye contact with Kazar.
All right, we really should have a code word by now.
We should.
I will initiate telepathic. Wait, can I do that with your ring?
You can. I just have to give you permission.
Oh, okay, cool.
I just like feel your.
I knock on your brain with my brain.
I open my brain door.
Okay. Hello.
We're being watched above us.
I'll relay the message.
Okay, dope.
Yeah, so, well, I guess we could talk about our possible plans. I would like to speak a little slowly as I try and telepathically, as fast as possible, go from person to person and relay that we're being watched currently.
I want to give it like, I don't know, 10 seconds, Mitchell, as he's like relaying to people, and then I want to try and cast this upcasted. You said he was what, 110 feet away?
Yeah.
And I would try and pull him down here. I know it's a save. He probably succeed.
He's
but...
110 feet up.
So it's upcasted, so that increases by 30 feet. So it's 30.
Oh, you said upcast. I missed what he said. Upcast.
Yeah. Sorry. So we'll see. I don't know.
Oh, that's so cool.
What level is that upcasted to?
A third. So just 120, because you said what, 110, okay. Right? Something like that. I could go more.
Oh no, you're right.
Not much more.
You feel as you try to magically twist the space around him. You notice that nothing changes. You're not able to pull him into this, and it just seems to kind of like brush off of him.
I whistle like nothing happened.
But
fuck.
It's clear, like that space was distorted. The if space was a paper, you slightly shook it to try to use the weave in a way that you will. Okay. And so you watch as the figure takes the notice, takes the hits, and you watch as it basically just unsticks itself from the wall and just seems to just plummet straight downwards.
Oh god!
As it gets about
Oh, sorry. I was just wondering if at any point in this it becomes visible, or if this is all still invisible.
This is clearly visible. You could probably see Gishma's eyes like clearly watching this figure. He would have had to make verbal and somatic something, so you would have seen him cast the spell. At least. This isn't something that would have been stealthy. You would have seen him.
Right.
Exactly.
Do we see like the descending boot, or no?
No. This would now be a full. Actually, it would just be the illusion spell invisibility would have been washed off at this point. As you see a Rakshasa start to hurtle down and almost, I would say about 30 feet downwards, you guys would start to feel the sense of weightlessness.
I get on my broom.
I start flying.
let me. It's
How
not.
do you start feeling weightlessness if you're just standing on the ground? Like we just feel light.
You guys would just feel light. Like you guys' feet haven't left the ground or anything. This is all happening in like literally a second. So nobody's able to really do anything yet. Eventually, what you would see is a Rakshasa hitting the ground. Kind of giving a little bit of a soft bow, and then you see him like snap his fingers, and then you guys kind of feel your weight come to yourselves, your feet softly placing onto the ground. He gives a very soft bow, and then he looks over the group. He's got a very mysterious smile. Hello. I am here to deliver a message to you.
Oh, is that why you were invisible on the roof watching us?
I didn't want to interrupt any conversation, but I apologize. And let's be frank here. You're in our city, and you're being watched everywhere you go.
He's right.
You got a message?
Yes, you have been not summoned. Summoned would be such a harsh word, but you've been invited to the palace.
Oh?
There is an offer, an arrangement that might suit both of our parties.
I would first ask, is our safety, as long as we don't do anything hasty, guaranteed?
Oh, yes.
And then I would like to incite that yes.
Oh, go for it.
That was just the combo I wanted to do. Never mind, he's telling the truth.
Get them out of the way before combat.
You're like, if they wanted you guys dead, they would have just killed you, right?
They could try.
I guess.
Yeah, they would have just killed you by now. You're in their city. This is their playing field. So, you see that, he of course goes, as long as you don't do anything brash and you respect the citizens of Ashtakala, we promise not to hurt such potentially formidable allies. Would you like an escort to the palace?
I'd like to see some credentials.
Do you want an ID badge or something?
Perhaps. Who are you?
Oh, who am I? He seems to like smile at that. They call me Cash Tahak. I'll post that. I posted it.
Kitty cat.
Yeah. I'll actually show kind of the image that it is. I'll post.
Ooh.
It's kind of a neat. It's kind of neat.
You look
Weird
even
it's
better
a weird
without hair
image.
on.
Don't. If you guys make a joke, I'll slam you. I'll choke slam you.
I didn't think it until I saw the whole thing.
And who are you to the palatial ones?
He tilts his head. What? What word is that?
Palatial, referring to the palace.
Palatial. Oh, I live there? Yeah. And the Rakshasa live there? All of us? What is the question?
Like, what is your? Do you have a title?
Oh, they call me the voice of chaos.
That's pretty. In the common tongue, that's pretty metal, as some younglings would say.
Yeah, I bet you.
That's a compliment.
Yeah. Mm. Good.
Alright. I'm satisfied.
I don't believe we'll need an escort. We've sort of gotten used to the workings of the city. We can navigate our way around.
It's
However,
also the big spire, so you probably can't get lost.
true.
You'd be surprised.
You would have to give us a moment to discuss amongst ourselves in a private location before we move forward, of course.
He kind of squints at the word private, and puts his hands up and goes, okay, I understand. He's going to divert his gaze to Daizo. And if you come along, I know the representative who's got the stranglehold on House Fialarin. And I would be interested in giving you that information as kind of a bargaining chip. And then he starts to turn around and seemingly starts to walk away unless anybody says anything to get his attention.
No.
Nope, Esty said.
I look over at Ahab. Should we hut this?
Hut would probably be the best thing to do. Let's get to somewhere where it'd be less conspicuous, and then I'll do a hut so we can talk. I'll just post it.
Okay.
Once we get to an area where there's less foot traffic, I guess is the best way to put it.
You guys are more or less already in, like, right next to the wall.
Okay.
So yeah, you guys would find a little bit of there's quite a little bit of foot traffic at this point. So
Okay, yeah.
Hmm.
Well,
I guess the House Fjarlin bit makes sense in terms of what we've seen from the Rakshasa.
Why do you say that?
It's a house of espionage and entertainment.
Um,
I mean,
are you- I was gonna see Daizo. How do you feel about his offer? Like, are you interested at all? It's
I
primarily
want to talk to him.
okay. Fair. Yeah, I guess. How's everyone feeling about the invite?
I mean, I'm open to killing at least the Speaker of Chaos.
We definitely want
Yeah.
to do it where it's less likely we're gonna get gang upped on.
Yeah.
So we're going to the place where they're all
Shut up,
at.
Hashim. Yeah.
Or yeah.
I mean, that's a
Yeah.
useful piece of information. Like, we could drop a lead cube on that building.
The class.
The question
Alright,
is,
so far, so good.
I don't think we can go high enough to
Yeah.
cube.
We'll just have to detonate a bomb in the basement.
Yeah, so like part of me sees it as like an opportunity to get to someone or somewhere important, but yeah, so they obviously are going to have us under super close guard. I think once we get to the spire, we're pretty much going to have no choice but to like play along and at least go with the meeting. They might not try and force us to take their deal, but I think we lose most of our agency as soon as we enter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Definitely be on edge.
I'm not
I
going to be able
will.
to do this while we're in there.
Yeah, exactly. I will say I am dubious that they would let us leave if we say no, considering like their relationship with chaos.
And
Or,
the demon shards and how that all just went down.
Yeah,
Like, they
the
have to
stakes are
know.
Too high.
or they're afraid of what we'll do before we leave, and they think they can only catch us if they lure us in. Well, like
That
this,
is a
Maybe, yeah, we don't know
Clever.
what stranglehold they have. Like,
they
it's like
might be
obviously
kind
the
of
city's
desperate to
magical,
catch us.
but they are very
Is-
chaotic, right? So there could be.
Yeah,
elements
is
of
there a
it.
different way we could solve that Fjarlin problem than their deal? Like, if this is an important thing to you, Daizo, perhaps we could make it one of our focuses. I mean, that or we could head east, far east.
Oh,
Unless
We don't have to do this, but yeah, so how do you feel about that?
I like making you friends of
unless
the
you
East.
guys want to help me overthrow like the potentially the majority of the nobles of House Fjarlin. I don't know.
Was Fjarlin the one that was kind of sparse?
I believe so, right?
I won't
Yeah.
lie.
Or was it the second one? Can't remember.
The
Oh yeah.
the Rakshasa that I killed. I asked him about House Fjarlin, and he also told me that they have quite a few representatives, and I don't know whether he was lying or telling the truth. I almost guarantee that there are some some Rakshasa rats within the nobles, but
We
I
could
don't know how many.
run a party, have Witch Sight Boy over here, gesture at Ahab, clear the field, so to speak.
Oh
tag
yeah, I would literally
targets.
be able to see everybody in there.
Were you able to see the monster in the basement as the true form?
He wasn't shapeshifted, so no.
He was just hidden in a bunch of flesh.
Yeah,
So we
it
could
was different than a
set a-
shapeshift.
Red Wedding style event. And like we don't have to kill them all at the same time, but if we can get identities as to who are Rakshasa hiding. However, there's also just potential they have like human agents, you know? But I think there's at least a good chance. We know they've used shapeshifting before, and they're obviously kind of about that, but Ahab can see through it.
I have to be within 30 feet.
Yeah, we'll have you move the crowd, you know.
We also
Oh, yeah.
have the
Do a
gem
waiter
where it's
suit.
we have the gem where it's 120 feet. So there's that.
Oh yeah, you have the gem. That's more noticeable though if someone's putting a gem to their eye though.
This is basically They Live
Among Us?
with the
Sus.
fucking lizard
Glasses.
people.
Oh yeah, it is. It is. Yeah.
So I would be more inclined to do something like that than work with them at this point, because I see lots and lots of risks and very few solid outcomes. Like I know we kind of came here looking for it, but forgive me if I'm mistaken. We didn't have like a super solid like intention or goals, like other than like information gathering, which was important. But I
Yeah.
feel like if we get tangled up in this, it's more risk than reward.
I mean, we didn't even know it was in here, right? We were like,
Yeah.
is it a city? Is it an orc war camp? Like,
To do that, they are kind of an Avengers level threat. They're like these fucking chaotic jihadists trying to release demons. Like that's kind of problematic.
Yeah, collecting information in
Yeah.
order to figure out how to usurp them or stop them.
But
I
if
completely
we can
agree.
declaw them, then I'm fine kind of letting them be for the time being.
And maybe we could figure out ways to gain our own power as well if they are going to be more of a threat.
If any of those like money, we can certainly twist some shoulders.
Yeah, I mean, let's consider what they've offered us in the past. They basically want, or what they wanted from us. They wanted us to release the demon lords, right?
Yeah.
So I'm curious. I imagine they're going to ask us to do one of two things: either one, just stay out of their way, or two, go release some demons for them, right? Like, or something to that means, or to that ends.
I would say, yeah, probably most likely.
So, I mean, I'm comfortable like committing to them that we'll stay out of their way because that's seems feasible. Then we can just go back on it at some point. But yeah, I'm gonna go break into the pit of five sorrows and release the greatest demons in the universe for you is kind of a hard commit.
Yeah.
I don't want to be put in that situation in their castle, say do this or die kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Plus, there's the chance they like get a hair or something off us for divination stuff. Like, there's other sneaky things they can do.
I mean, we're on it everywhere basically, so I don't know how much good that's going to do them, but yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I'm up for going for it, I guess.
Going for
I mean,
it.
if we leave now,
meaning what?
it might do the meeting, I guess, because if we leave, right, that could also put like a... We're already on the bad end of them, so I don't know. I'm trying to think of our
I would vote
safety.
for leave as well.
Well, if we leave, that might be the worst idea. Like, leave straight out after them inviting us, is what I'm saying.
Even if this is a trap, I'm kind of comfortable springing it because every time we've encountered them, they've kind of been not as strong as I feared. Like,
There's more than one.
And we could be dealing with their like elite guard up there, you know. I mean, not that they would send chumps to do their bidding, but
And we can't teleport out.
yeah, I worry about that because usually I'm all down, because they would have to kill all of us in one round basically, because we're very snappy and teleporty and tricky now.
You know,
sorry.
we could sending this guy and ask to meet in like a mutually like meet on the wall kind of thing. Like, why are we agreeing to go meet them in their fucking den of evil? Like, let's go meet in the streets in a public place kind of thing. Right? Like,
It probably is because there's more
to do that,
there.
but I still don't love it, and we would lose our chance to do some terrorism on the way out.
That's true. You have to walk into the White House if you want to blow up the White House.
you know the old saying.
Fuck it.
Do we just want to spring the quaddle and leave? Because I'm not trying to play nice with them. Like, I see what you're saying, Ahab, but personally, it's not a huge thing. We're kind of already on their shit list for stopping their plan. I'm assuming the temporal assassins are coming either way.
Ahab got good vibes, didn't he? I trust his judgment.
It wouldn't be the first time he made friends with like a monstrous chaotic creature.
Yeah, it's easy. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like, if they are watching us and we do release it, I'm trying to think through this, because it could just be like, they offer us something, we say no, and then they just let us leave, because they can just outlive us or something, and they're also by their time.
If there's demons and devils everywhere, this might be kind of like a demonic pact type thing as well, where like there are like magics that force us to keep our word kind of thing. or like we get
Like super
cursed.
chaos, maybe.
Yeah, because we saw fucking demons and devils in the streets whipping a quaddle, like
It
clearly
seems like
demonic
something they would want to do though. Like I don't think you have to like try very hard to convince them to like eternally torture Quaddle.
perhaps.
But no, I think there's that I would suggest
Maybe
there's at
it's-
least something going on with the humanoids here that are all like despaired and drained and stuff. Like they
We do
seem
have
they're about to
curse
seem some
cures.
sort of sacrifice deal.
Does anyone have garlic on them?
No.
No.
Ahab can maybe
Actually,
make
do I
some.
have a cooking
but-
kit? Oh yeah.
I could make some.
Just
I mean, we could wear some garlic necklaces, and I'd be down to walk in there.
yeah. So if you guys all want, or like if we want to
What do you
vote on it
think
or something,
Rakshasas are?
Unpredictable. That's what I think.
Yeah, no, I'd be down to hold it to a vote. I definitely, this is probably our last chance to basically decide: are we going to like full war with the Rakshasa, or are we trying to be like, just leave us
Sly.
alone while I'll do parallel tasks and pretend that we didn't stop them from achieving their ultimate goal, or at least starting to.
Should we just drop it in game chat, our votes, or?
Yeah,
I've been
Everything.
going around
Raise your hand.
pirate
Yeah.
style, like one by one.
So what are the options to just like see what? Because one thing is we just bide our time as well and try to find more strength before we go outright war.
Should we do a ranked voting system?
I am very skeptical that they will let us go if we say no. So I think if we accept the invite to the palace, we have one of two options: we blow it up, or we accept their deal.
Yeah, that's how I see it.
I feel like you guys should know where I stand. I want to hear them out. I have to hear them out.
Okay.
At least hear what they
Okay,
say.
so that's one vote for going in the tower and not destroying it.
Yeah.
Okay. Ahab.
I'll wait to see what others say because there's
Damn.
both are.
Wow.
Democracy be like.
Ahab's a
What?
phone.
Come on, your vote matters, man.
I know it matters, but I don't
He
know.
wants to be the swing
Oh,
state.
no, okay.
Yeah, he's gonna be a
It's
swing
fair.
vote.
That's why I said
Okay.
we should put this all in chat all at once.
Fair.
Well, no,
think
I
that's-
don't know. I still don't know because there are two options. Is because there could be.
Well,
I
those are
think
the two we
they're-
accept.
They're
There's
trying
a
to play
third
like
we don't
5D
accept.
chess. There's like 5D chess going on here, so I don't know.
Yeah, the way I see it,
What the fuck
we
do
More
you
than
know.
likely, I'm
terrorize
probably just
and
playing into their
leave,
plan.
go
be
to the
honest.
spire, terrorize and leave, or
Terrorize
Go to
and
the tower,
die
hear
is
him
an
out.
option too.
okay, yeah, but that wouldn't be a plan, like an option, like a plan.
Yeah.
That's why there's
Plan to
more than
die.
this, okay?
I'm saying those. If we're gonna put it to a vote, we gotta boil it down.
We can
and
buy
I
from
think
anything
that
we do.
Those three, I feel like, are pretty like solid coverage. Or at least gives us a general idea on how we want to proceed. Because we
So-
seem to be a little split.
Peaceful meeting, terrorist meeting, or leave.
Terrorist.
Oh yeah,
leave.
just
Yeah.
Which I guess we could also just leave, but I don't know if anybody would prefer leave to terrorist leave, but I sure wouldn't.
part of me actually would prefer just leave and wait and come back. That's probably where my vote goes.
Okay, so four options.
Yeah, because we're not. We could get. We're not at our apex of strength.
If we
I mean-
leave, what would be your priority after that? I'm just curious. Like, do we want to action more of the Daizo stuff just without that info? Like, looking
We
at
could
his
definitely
house?
do that.
Okay,
Just
that would
know
influence my vote.
that this is an invitation, and in real life, if you get invited to a party and you don't show up, there's no more invites to that party. So, like,
Well,
My
yeah,
vote
but in
is
real
either
life,
for
you're not
peaceful
getting
invite.
invitations from
No,
interdimensional spy
I know, and
spiders.
this is something that you would know from your pure passive insight.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Is
That's-
that there is no invitation like this again if this one is not used, essentially.
Yeah,
Okay.
So-
So if we leave and
Yeah.
gather our strength, that strength has to be used for hostile intent. I guess.
exactly. Yeah,
You-
that's,
yeah.
yeah.
I-
Okay.
If
Yeah.
you're bringing the wrecking ball back to swing it back in, it's gonna, there's no gentle way after that.
So
Okay.
So
from our interactions, they're all fucking chaotic. So I don't. They might literally just let us leave if we see what they have to say.
Don't like
They're
those odds.
completely That's the thing. They're completely They have
I don't think they're
never followed
completely
through anything.
random.
Well,
I don't think that's how this works.
Just laughing.
And even
No,
so,
it's
that
just-
is one of the few options.
It's just you could not be farther from the truth. That's all. So
Okay.
sorry. If it looks like that, then that's fucking hilarious. But
Because they are quite cabal-like, right? They're
They have a
organized.
big plan.
Yeah.
They have one very, or from what we can see, one very fanatical goal. And
I'm honestly, you know what?
Imagine
I'll go
that.
for Daiso, hear them out, and I bet they're just gonna let us fucking leave if we don't like
Okay.
what we hear.
Okay, fair enough.
Based off because
That's
they
two
didn't
for the
fucking
Spire.
kill. When we fought against them, they didn't fucking kill us. As in
Well, we
when
beat the fuck out of them.
not the one that we killed, the other one.
Oh,
The one that was the demon that pretended to be, you know, Bane.
granted, he was outnumbered in that situation, right? Like
That's true.
after that, we found out that their power on an individual physical level
And-
isn't that much, right? It's mainly just their deception that makes.
He also made the
what we
comment
know.
that it doesn't matter. The demons will be released eventually anyway, right? Like they obviously play the long game.
That's true. Yeah. Which I suppose gives credence to what you were saying, Ahab. I vote entering the tower and leaving in fire, in flames.
okay.
So at least you have entering the tower.
How about we
Okay.
had the depends on what they say is if we.
Yeah, that's true. If
See
all
what-
goes well, they suck me off, give me gold,
No.
and teleport me home. Yeah.
Our
then-
democracy must be
Fair
tone
enough.
deaf and inflexible.
Did
Honestly,
you know-
yeah,
Oh, you
I
already
will be
voted.
on the side
I
of.
can remember.
I would be on the side of depending on what is said during it, flames or not.
Okay.
Okay,
That's
fair.
would be my. I'm
We
not
can
against
plan-
the flames.
Do we want to have the
Alright,
safe word then?
hold
A
on,
psychic
let's-
check-in?
Let's finish the vote.
Okay, fair,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sorry.
We'll do the psychic.
Duba? Did you vote yet?
No, I'm of the similar opinion of enter with a peaceful meeting. Depending on how good the deal is, leave as a terrorist meeting.
Okay. That is true. I guess we. But do you think if we're in the meeting, we'll be able to terrorist turn? Like, I feel like in the
Only if
meeting
it's
is going to
easy.
be the most secure location.
We'll have
Because
to
we're
have
gonna be
very
exposed.
clear trigger agreement, but that's where I'm leaning.
Okay. Without teleportation, that's spooky to me, but I will respect the wills of the group. My vote is terrorist leave, but it seems that's just me.
Fair.
Okay, so what? That's 3 for going in, hear him out, and then try and split and fire if we want to.
I think so.
All right, that one has it then, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, let's talk code word then.
Yes,
Code
banana.
Banana.
Wait, wait, what's the plan?
What if they offer us a banana though?
The
And we kill
idea
banana.
is we enter under good terms, we hear them out, then if what we hear isn't good enough, we're gonna fucking carnage the place on our way out of town.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Okay.
Um,
Also, the code word has to come from us. So if they say banana, then yeah, clearly don't. Don't do anything.
Do we want to make it even slightly like
Yeah, we can change it.
obscure? Or I don't know, I'm just
Do we
curious
want
because it
it
doesn't really
vocal?
have to matter.
Euphraxis? Someone
What?
could just say Euphraxis, like.
Yeah, let's go check
Oh,
on the
yeah.
Look,
Let's go
what
check
about
on our old
yeah,
friend Euphraxis. That's our last task. And then boom.
Yeah,
Also,
Guns
I
out.
want to put the opportunity out there. If they're like, if they do let us leave and their deal is terrible, we can just leave peacefully from whatever meeting. We can banana like halfway through the spire or something if we want
Yeah.
to be closer to the exit or something.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. That's one thing I did want to add is like we don't have to. We can blow up the White House gates instead of the Senate.
Yeah,
That
Oval
sounds
Office.
All right. Any
Okay.
prep people want to do?
I am on about half health from the rocks, I believe.
Ooh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Let's get you healed.
Yeah, I don't know if we want. I have a potion that could do it. I was hoping to save for a spicier situation, but I don't want to use up our utility.
How much heal do you need?
I could
Can
use
we medicine check to
fast
determine?
math about 50, but let me do the thing.
Do I need a medicine check to know that number?
Oh, okay. Okay, so I know the number now, but Mitchell, does he need a medicine check?
I mean, it's fine. We're kind of in like you. If you want to, you can just do like spell by spell. If you want to do
Alright.
lots of tiny spells.
Yeah,
50.
so I could use 57. So like right, like it's enough to be like,
Yeah.
like we could. I'd be down a short rest. I could do it naturally, you know.
Ooh,
burn a
short
ton of
rest
hit
might
dice.
just be. I think
anyone else
short rest
missing health?
would probably be the best.
Oh, sorry, I need to train you up, Duncan.
I think short rest would probably be the best. Because this doesn't sound super time sensitive. It's probably like dinner or whatever. They didn't give us a time, which was kind of weird.
Oh, fair. But I mean, what else are they doing while we're in their city? Like, they're probably all just paralyzed on guard.
Just watching us sleep.
Yeah, does anyone else need anything from a short rest, like spells or anything? Don't get stuff
No.
back? Okay.
Do we want?
I think we should do it in the hut.
I was just thinking, Ahab, you can long rest on a short rest, right? Or
No,
is that
well,
charge not available now?
What do you mean? Like, I can get spell slots back from a short rest, but that's not
what I
the
meant.
same as a long rest.
Yeah. Because I was
You
trying to
mean-
think if there's anything worthwhile for you to like splurge a bunch of spell slots on right now, strategically speaking.
Good point.
I don't have that many like utility spells.
What about
Yes,
you have Wish?
Scry.
Did he give us like a time limit for how long our invite is open?
I don't
Yeah,
think
so-
scrying works in here. It's a
But
divination
James, do you have
spell.
limited
Yeah,
wish?
you're right.
Limited wish doesn't come back on a small
Right,
rest.
yeah. Okay.
I do
Don't
have
worry about
it,
it.
but
Okay.
actually no, I don't have it back. It's 3 long rests. Apparently.
Oh, okay.
No worries.
Wait, no, that's from the old one. I didn't erase that. What?
You got to make sure you got that. You know how many you got.
When was the last time I rolled a d4? Do you know, Mitchell?
No.
Should be in the chat history.
Yeah, it's your responsibility to know when your wish is up.
I had it at the bottom and I erased it, but then I'm
How far up in the chat can you go?
You can go up.
This goes up to
since-
28 days ago.
Was
goes
this
farther
erased
than
on,
that.
like a Google Doc, James, or
what?
was this erased on like your document, your notes, or is
You
your
used-
I have a 3 long rests until back, but I don't think I rolled a fucking 3.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I was gonna say you can
So
look at that.
2 sessions ago, you used it on Greater Restoration on me.
Yes.
And then did you roll a d4 after that?
What was the d4? I would have, yes. Is there a d4 after that?
Not that I wrote down. This is just from my notes.
Oh.
okay.
Yeah.
When did that? Wait. Just,
If the last
Session
time I used,
56.
oh right, and then we didn't do any. We haven't had any combat because we did like 3 days in the town, and then we
Yeah.
headed here. There was no
Yeah, you
use
should
for
have
yeah.
it back.
I would
Yeah,
have it back.
It was
There
actually
was no-
you had 1 day because you used Greater Restoration.
Yeah, I got a 1 on it. That 3 days
Okay,
is from
It's back
a while
now.
back.
Are you guys gonna take a short rest?
Yeah.
yeah, we're trying to think about if we need to. It didn't sound like we had anything
Yeah,
for the
that's fine.
spell slots, right?
It's
Okay.
just
Cool.
resting.
Everybody can take a short rest.
Here come the dice. Oh wait, I'm on the heels. Okay.
What was that from? Did you fall or something?
I think that was the rocks when I was trying to bring us through.
It was the
Um,
volcanic glass shards.
Yeah.
Oh, who's not in the book that is vulnerable?
Everybody's in the book.
Oh wait, what do you mean
Yeah.
vulnerable? Oh no, yeah, we
I-
added everyone, right?
I don't think I am.
No,
Oh.
he's not. Gafraxis is still in it.
Which, in a way, is a useful kind of indicator, you know.
Yeah.
I was going to
for-
say,
But it's never mind.
What
So
if they
if
were?
somebody's name gets taken off the book, can
they
other
die.
people still like? Do they still have their like their extra life, or does that take it away from everybody?
Takes away from
No, I what?
everybody. What?
Oh, what,
If somebody
he's
uses
asking
it,
if
right?
No, I thought you said if I erased it. What are you
No,
asking?
no,
of me?
no.
Like reassign
If somebody
it?
uses it,
Yeah, if somebody uses it, then it gets.
Yeah, it's
a
everyone doesn't
one-time
have it,
use.
Yeah,
Just whoever
for a
uses
long
it.
rest.
First come, first serve.
I feel bad, but like, what if Grafraxis just somehow like
Dies
That'd be hilarious.
in the
Oh
middle
my
of
God.
combat.
if we need it? If we need it.
Most of it is more of it doesn't really apply to people.
To die of old age.
So yeah, when you die of old age, you don't get to reduce to 0 hit points and go unconscious and then die. You just die outright.
Yeah, I guess
Um,
you could think of it as your max hit points going
so-
to 0, right?
No, Yes, but
What if he dies of food poisoning?
then it's different. But if he was to die of old age, which is kind of the assumption with Kravraxis, because he's old and he's in a prison and he's feeble, and you know, that he probably will die of old age. That would just kill him outright. It wouldn't proc the gift of the protectors.
What if it did, and then he came back, but still, like, right before dying
Yeah, like
of
5
old
seconds,
age?
6 seconds before dying of old age.
There's nothing.
Bane.
Oh god.
The
like
reason why I
universe making
asked
it.
is I was gonna give someone death ward for the next 8 hours.
Oh,
Oh, then you could give it to.
I could either give it to
Gishma.
Gishma or we could double stack someone on the book.
I've got the life turner as well.
I mean, technically, I could give us all death ward, but I don't want to use that many spells, so I was just gonna use one.
Yishma doesn't need it, dude. It's okay.
Alright, I'm gonna give it to myself
That's
because I'm gonna plan on being reckless.
Okay.
sounds good.
I'm death
This
warding
was only
myself.
our way out, but it's okay.
Wait, real quick. Does
Lock.
anyone else have dimension? Oh, no, never mind. I was gonna ask about dimension door, but no teleporting.
Can I have any sense of feeling of whether the death ward worked while we're in the city? Or is that kind of just-
what kind of spell is it?
It is in my spell book. Abjuration.
Yeah, you can feel the kind of the aura of protectiveness, like shield you. It kind of disappears, like as if you're wearing like a second layer of skin, but it's there.
Sweet.
That's a terrifying
shall-
metaphor.
Shall we go?
I think so.
Yeah.
More or less.
Oh, I should have saved some of the hair and like made a tarp out of it, you know?
All right.
Because then I'd totally wear that to the
you
stream.
guys going to head there? Are you guys gonna head?
Yeah.
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 Sweet. You guys would get. You would take your little bit of time. Of course, Ahab doesn't get lost anymore. You guys would head up to what seems to be the palace of Ashtakala. From there, you see what looks to be this kind of almost impossibly constructed palace that just basically almost like a spire to go straight up. And you notice that you can see onyx, malachite, and bloodstone, just, like all completely constructing it. You see these giant, brilliant doors that just seem awaiting your arrival. At this point, kind of the stairs that kind of lead up to it as well.
I guess
Let us go.
we go in.
Okay.
Oh,
You guys
there's a queen.
would open the door. You guys would go down to a straight hallway, in which I'll just throw you guys in. This section is going to be a little bit interesting. I'm more or less. You guys can move around the map as is, as if you guys were. You can move around as you please. So going up to the front, you see a receptionist, kind of looking through some papers. Oh, hello, how are we all doing today? You're
Good.
here for the meeting, aren't you? Kind of adjust some papers, has a little quill, write some things down. Go behind the doors and then take the stairs down. He points to the desk behind him. In this room, Daiza, you would notice, lazing about, kind of floating in midair, you would see the cat from before. Seemingly just kind of relaxing on this faux tiny little paradisian room. Kind of seems to be taking a nap and kind of looks up curiously at you guys. Oh, hello.
in this meeting, are we gonna learn anything about House Fjarlin?
Oh yes. Yes, just go downstairs to.
Can I insight that?
Yeah.
Actually, no. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah, I'm blindly following his word.
I'm gonna splash my hands in the water as we go by.
It tastes like salty a little bit.
It's
Just
their
go
piss.
down to the study
Oh,
room.
this is a sandbox in here.
You're going to be looking for.
It's a litter box.
Oh.
Oh my god, please.
You're going to be looking for a Durastoran. He's looking for you. Durastoran.
I need to refresh. I can't
He's-
move the map.
Can't move them. Right click?
It's not working.
Oh,
I'll just refresh.
okay. I'll pull your character along.
This
So,
is cool.
as you get down to
lag?
it, you should be able to. Yeah, you guys might lag. This is something I've never tried before. There's stairways.
Whoa!
So what you guys should be able to do is just click on the stair, and you go down to the next map.
Nice.
That's awesome. Oh my god.
In this, in basement 1, you notice that this is basically a giant, essentially clock with different it just seems to be kind of a beautifully made library. Haha. Fuck. That's my mind. Library. With just all these different beautiful kind of lights brilliantly laid across the room. You see a few people kind of plucking books off the shelves, looking at it, looking up to see you guys kind of walking about curiously. It seems to be a very nice place to read. They're just kind of flipping through, not seeming to mind you guys as well.
Can I see what time it is on the astral clock?
It does not have like a specific time. This is just it's just the outline of time.
Walking past the books, what percentage of these books are in common? Like, is it like a lot of the books are in common, or all of them in common?
You notice that they seem to have these weird sigils, but as you kind of focus your eyes on them, they seem to like flick and turn, and the words seem to go into your. What is Daizo's first language? What is he strongest with?
Probably Elvish.
Okay. It would slowly turn into Elvish, as if it was kind of doing gymnastics, turning itself correctly. And I would recommend that everybody stays on more or less 1 or 2 maps, and not go too far out, because somebody's gonna talk to you in that next one, Duvok. And I don't want to get too far in one direction.
This is so
Do these
cool.
books have any particularly like interesting titles? Just browsing, kind of like by them. Anything I might want to try and read, or does it look to be interesting?
Give me a investigation check. Is there anything that you think Kazar would want to read?
Basically, I would just be looking for like any sort of privileged knowledge, I guess.
Okay.
Things that like if it's secretive knowledge in any sort of way.
Phew, that's pretty good. I would say. Are you doing okay, James? Is it just taking a while to load?
I'm behind Gishma. I don't know which stairs people went into.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
you're going to the other stairs.
Oh my
Oh God! Did you do what I did?
No, sorry, you took a pumpkin under mine and smoking a crack pipe.
Why? Why? Why?
I knew it'd make him laugh.
Also, don't know how to get back to the map. I went to the ground floor to see where James was at, and then the map I was on is gone. Thank you.
Um,
Oh, sorry, Duvok, you're not on this map. Let me pull you to this one. That's what happens when you're not on the same map. I'm going to offer you guys, once you guys are all together, I'm assuming you guys are at least together on the same map. So next time. So go back up the stairs, Duvok. Fuck you.
I thought someone was ahead of me.
No,
I was trying to catch up.
Just some random dude. He like walk. Oh shit.
you smell it?
You would see a book called The Collected Foresights of Forgery. You would think that if you were to read this for long enough, perhaps you would be able to know how to perfectly forge somebody's handwriting or signature.
Define long enough. Are we talking days or like 10 minutes? Like sit down and read.
Days. Like this would be a thing you'd have to practice as well. This is basically like a how to forge 101.
I kind of like open the book and pretend to read as I like glance around the room and see if any of the Rakshas are looking.
Perception check. One seems really interested in the human standing next to them, and the other one seems to be kind of at an angle. There's only two here, so
Okay.
neither of them seem to be looking at you.
Does the little book, so like I know like the words jump around and stuff, but does it seem magical to me? Or
It seems magical to you as just like the words itself, not the book itself, if that makes any sense.
okay.
The words just
I
work
will tuck
themselves
this away
into the...
then. I'm gonna take
yeah.
the risk.
Okay. You took the book away. The Collected Foresights of Forgery.
Okay. Are you adding that or should I add that?
You can add that.
Okay.
What a perfect book to steal.
Who's it written by? You'll never know.
Does anybody else have anything
Yeah.
they want to look for?
I want to see if I can find a section for records.
Records of what kind?
So like, I want to see if they just have Rakshasa records of like infiltration, like into
Give me an
houses of
investigation
power.
check.
Okay.
Looking around, you take a very, very long look. At least for looking at, 12 bookshelves. You do not find a single thing about records on Rakshasa. You think that they are probably kept somewhere a little more secretive.
I'm gonna ask.
I want to search for something on House Caneth, specifically in regards to the head of House Caneth, like the Merrick's to Caneth
Yeah.
line, and just like the as far back as their records go, if they have anything. The Rakshasa, that is. I should
Yeah,
specify.
give me an
Yeah.
investigation check.
Okay. Shall see.
The guy's like waiting down. They're like, I don't know what happened. We
That's
buzzed him
such a
in
good
like
roll.
10 minutes ago.
You find a book called Chronological Events, like comma creation of House Caneth.
Ooh, okay.
And it seems to detail basically a thick overline, and you see this basically right next to all of the other dragon marked houses. Essentially, this seems to be a chronological event timeline of all the things that of notable events for House Caneth.
Okay.
I wonder if we could find anything about that old dude in our collective vision in making.
Oh, yeah.
If anybody would know.
The original
Well, we thought it
leader
was
or whatever.
Merrick's,
Yeah.
but that was kind of just speculation.
Well, I think strong speculation. I remember that being pretty like solid. But I mean, was there? I felt like there was more to it. But maybe I'm just.
We might, as
Oh,
we
like
use
him
the street, maybe be able
body
to, like,
swapping?
decipher which one he is. Oh, that too.
Well, I mean, it sounded like they just named their kids after themselves. It's like a title name.
I don't think that's what's happening.
It's possible.
Oh, sorry.
Can I look for books on the Coatl?
Sure. Investigation.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, no. You get very distracted by the rock
Smells like
Sasha.
cat in here.
Yeah. You do not find anything.
Could I ask one of the Rakshasa while like holding the House Caneth book? Like, is there a system to like check this out? Can I pay someone for this? Or,
he seems to like look at you, kind of awkwardly, and he goes, "No, just don't take it outside of the walls."
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I make a copy or pay someone to make a copy? You guys got scribes?
We don't usually ask that, but no, we really don't have scribes. One copy is usually enough for us.
Fair enough. I give him puppy eyes and walk away. I will contemplate more on stealing your book. I mutter to myself. I'm just kidding. I walk away.
He's a cat, dude. I don't think the puppy eyes
Bizarre
will work,
did not hear
man.
that.
Yeah, don't.
We're gonna like, yeah, we'll accept your meeting. Yeah, sure. Everything goes like great. Like walking out the front doors, and my like robe just explodes in fire. I'm like, ah! Like, we got him.
We all intern. We're just like, nice place.
Okay. What do you guys want to do now?
Go down the stairs.
The stairs is this way, so yeah, you do walk down that.
Sounds good.
Go upstairs.
No, you guys are just going down. So.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Wow, I haven't seen this before.
Walking down, the first thing you would notice is kind of laying on top. You guys are basically standing on top of what seems to be these kind of bookshelves. The staircase goes down. It's basically this faux system of planets, looking quite familiar to Dubok. There's a rock Sasha laying down kind of right next to you, Kazar, and he kind of seems to like lean up a little bit as though he was kind of watching the planets. Let me. He would look.
What stairs did you guys find?
In the center of the room.
Oh.
Oh yeah, you're super far off.
Oh woops. I made the same
So
mistake as
go
our
here, and then
Who has the navigation tools?
the center of the stairs near the pillar.
Oh, I see him now.
That's who you would have
So
seen,
cool.
kind of laying on the ground. It's like absolutely coated in armor as well. You know, you can see the sword at the hip. Seems to just be kind of confused as why people are walking around this area, but doesn't seem to care as these planets, these planes keep spinning around around it.
Do I notice any of the Rakshasa not being Rakshasa?
No, they are all as they seem.
Or at least they're highly deceptive. We need to test all of them.
So
Trying to figure out if I should ask him. Maybe it's like a power move not to ask him where Durastorin is. I'm just gonna look for these.
Where is Duratan?
is that what you ask?
No, it's
Oh, me? No, sorry, that was a WoW joke.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
What are you, Germa?
I'm just gonna walk down these stairs.
There's a lot of stairs here.
Ladder.
Well, up and down, but there's like in the corner. It looks like there's like room changing stairs.
Yep.
And there's
Those are
only
just-
one way to go. So
Yep. He's gonna head down one more flight of stairs because if everybody wants to keep going, unless anybody wants to do anything in the Ori.
Are these planets recognizable as like our system?
Yeah, it would be recognizable specifically to you that they would actually be a part of the plane. This is like a system of the plane. So.
Cool.
Sorry, I'm back.
Oh my God.
So we can go down.
Yeah. If nobody has anything they would want to do on this floor,
Can I try to figure out if it seems like it's live?
what do you mean?
Like, it's gonna be hard. Like, based on current celestial movements, is this like correct for the current time of year?
Yeah. Give me an intelligence check, or
Oh,
actually,
God.
give me an Arcana check. You have no fucking idea.
They are balls.
Do you need me to? Actually, wait. It's a shame I got you.
Buck loves balls.
Thank you.
Shut the fuck up.
This is a new system, so this is a new module, so I want to try it out.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Which stairs did they go down?
Top
you're
left or top right.
Top left. Okay, thank you. Let's go, Dubak.
I went up the top left, but
Wait.
they lead to the same room. It's okay.
Okay.
Okay, fair.
Everything leads to the same room. This is all one level. One system.
roads lead to Rome.
It didn't do anything.
You gotta give it.
Oh,
A
you are.
now it did.
Oh fuck! I actually clicked on the stairs again.
Feel your brother.
Walking into this, you would see kind of a very brilliant, beautiful-looking tree with a bunch of what seems to be taxidermied animals of all sorts, whether it's demons, devils. They just seem to be kind of perched up on this tree, frozen in time. What you see is a Rakshasa kind of admiring it, just watching it in kind of amazement. It seems to look over at Gishma, kind of notice your armor having the same kind of smile that you would have after like creating something beautiful.
Oh.
Your armor looks great. Incredible artificery.
Well, thank you. Do you dabble yourself?
Yes, I do. And he is going to slowly kind of reach into. You see that he's kind of adorned a little bit differently than the rest. That he is kind of more of like classic working clothes rather than the beautiful outfits that the Rakshasa usually have. You see he kind of pulls out what seems to be this sort of very ornate, kind of very old style looking pistol as well,
Ooh.
showing it off.
Oh, okay. It's been a while since I've carried a firearm, but I.
He's got a gun.
And then I gestured to the tree. What can you tell me about this? My first time being in the tower.
It's just a bit of art. We need that kind of stuff around here.
I see. It gives life its beauty.
Ironic considering all the death required to create it. And I gesture at the taxidermied animals.
He smiles.
Let's see, go around here, more books. Gosh. I really want to ask this guy for directions, but I won't. I know that's because I'll wait till we're fully lost.
And this, you see a selection of fossils in this kind of bestiary room. You would see kind of one just seem to enjoy the looking at something. He almost seems to be kind of mumbling to himself, talking to it. No, don't step on the exhibits, please. You're going to break something. You're muted, by the way, if you didn't know, have you?
That's my bad. Are these real?
The bones, yes. Yes, they are.
Crabs have bones?
I mean, It's a crab.
I'm just pulling your leg, man. Yeah, these are cool.
I mean, crabs don't have bones; they have an exoskeleton. But
Well, isn't that still a skeleton?
yes,
What are you
It's not
talking
bones,
about,
though.
crabs?
Okay.
I don't know what the crab is.
What is this thing?
Oh,
What is
it's
this?
that one.
It's a what? It's a bare-bested. What?
It's a what?
It's a bare-bested.
My God, Daiso, you don't
I'm
know
gonna
what
leave. I'm just gonna leave
Oh
for
my
you.
God.
wait, but that's a
Come on, dude.
crab. Have you guys never had crab before?
Oh no.
It
Those
looks
guys
like a
don't know
big
what they're
crab.
talking about.
Is that like a species of crab, the bare-bested?
The crabs don't have pearls. This crab has a pearl.
I mean, it could be like a magic crab.
Our true power of terrorism making all of them want to kill themselves.
They're just
just-
relaxing.
Weaponized autism, go.
I don't.
Like you know the things in the sea, right? The tiny ones that look like it, but without a pearl in it.
No,
Right.
the cats don't like water. That's why they don't.
I'm getting of sending right now. I have somewhere I have to be.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah,
no
okay.
problem, man.
Bye
I'll be
bye.
here for the 25
He like
words
slams
over.
the door to close.
Wait, they don't actually know what
Oh,
crabs are?
God.
Could I insight that when they said they don't know what crabs are?
Sure. Sure.
It's part of the
I don't
master
know.
scheme, Gishma. You're
yeah,
looking
right.
at the small game.
You think he just didn't want to talk to you, so he just pretended not to know what a crab is.
Oh, okay.
His mistake.
But it clearly backfired. You see what looks to be the skeletal outline of a dragon.
Cool.
It is very
we could've had
beautiful. You
one of
see
those.
small globes of Corvair as well in this map room. And you finally do, in the north, see a map of Corvair. Oh, I guess the problem is it puts your icon right there next to the stairs.
I figured I got back.
You can use arrow keys.
Yeah. Damn.
There's a brilliant big map of Corvair, and there seems to be kind of what seems to be a female rock Sasha in the corner, kind of sitting on a chair looking at a book, kind of seeming to read it in the current moment.
Are there any pins on the map?
Or markings of any
Question, I didn't
kind.
think about that.
God, it's so high res. Sorry.
Jesus, yeah, I just started scrolling into it. Holy
Yeah.
fuck.
It is the real map.
Oh,
So
I don't like that.
what?
No, that it's like the actual full res.
This is actually legitimately probably the only place that would have a map this detailed and brilliance. The map that you guys would probably have maybe half of the icons.
Oh shit.
Um,
Can I look again
I said,
here?
oh shit, that's cool.
what'd you say?
Can I look again here for records?
Go for it.
Sorry.
As for icons, and kind of notes, of course there is one brilliant kind of red flag poked into flame, and that seems to be kind of the main one. And actually a blue one, of course, in where you guys are currently are, Ashtakala.
Okay.
But beyond that, nothing really. Upon further inspection, you do see a smaller one. It seems to be black. It seems to just be kind of hugging up to the blue flag in Ashtakala.
Wonder what that is. Can I try to take the little black flag?
Sure.
I'm not gonna.
You
Try to
go
hide it,
to
I-
grab it, and you just watch as you kind of pull on it, and it is just fucking heavy as shit. It doesn't want to move.
I want to try to use my hand axe to like pry it off the table.
You see as you kind of pull your
God.
hand axe and you get close enough to it, it's tinier than like a thumbtack pin. It is an incredibly small pin. You see that the woman, the female rock Sasha, would kind of stand up, clasping her book, and go, "What are you doing?"
Reclaiming myself.
I would ask kindly that you do not take an axe to our map.
Well, if you note, I'm not taking it to the map. I'm taking it to the flag.
He has a thing for things that represent him. He likes those things a lot.
Okay, doesn't mean you can take it.
Hey, I haven't taken anything.
Okay, Dubog, let's leave it alone.
Okay. I'll come back
Come
for
on,
it
buddy.
later.
Let's go find some stairs.
We'll negotiate for it.
Okay, I'll be here. She leaves the book. She like opens the book back up and sits back down.
I will just randomly just say, so do all Rakshasa follow one belief system or something like that? It's a good place to ask like a map.
So do all blacks believe the same thing?
We're not really familiar. We've met two, and all
How
of
about
them
you go
have
down
been-
one more flight of stairs and you can ask your questions to the man down there. Okay? He would love to talk to you.
Okay. Bye.
Bye now. Okay. The first thing you guys actually would notice, walking into this room, is you hear the kind of gentle conversation between a few other rock Sasha. And you hear a very loud, guttural beast like talking to, as you see what looks to be a giant fiend. Kind of sitting there. You see like these tiny little half-lidded spectacles on his nose that barely open to his eyes.
Can we
Give me an
understand
Arcana
this thing?
check, Gishma, because I think
I was just gonna ask.
Yeah.
I really want to know. Let's see.
Okay. You would know that this is one of the most terrifying demons, or one of the most terrifying fiends of all of just anything. This is a pit fiend.
Yes.
Um,
I don't say this to the others, but I always wanted to fight one.
you see that a gray with like black stripes Rakshasa seems to kind of notice you guys' arrival, kind of standing up and goes, "Ah, well, that's exciting. You did come. I was sort of expecting." And you see he kind of like brushes away one of the Rakshasa and invites you guys to kind of sit down at the chairs at the table. "Please come sit. We have lots to talk about. And if you would like, we can get some food going, whatever."
I would like to insight I would like to Arcana something about make sure the chair isn't like magical.
It's gonna eat you.
I would like to like see if there's anything like emanating or like weird about it.
Okay. You'd be able to recognize that if you were to place your hands on something magical, you'd instantly tell if it's magical or not.
Yeah.
Placing your hands upon it, you do not feel any magical presence coming from this chair.
Can I take this chair next to the fiend and slowly drag it as I walk down the room, then place myself at the head of the table down here?
Sure. The other three are kind of like studying there. They don't seem to be a part of this conversation, and
I see.
they all kind of like look at you awkwardly.
I just want to drag it here then.
Yeah.
But
Okay, he kind of offers it to you. All right. Now,
Fuck, the only code word we've talked about is banana.
No, we've talked about Gefraxis.
Oh yeah, good practice. I forgot. I was like, shit.
now, how are we all doing today? It's quite impressive that you made it to Ashtakala. Most mortals would feel themselves get ripped to shreds. I have to at least give you that.
an old orc was able to do it. I mean, Can't be that hard.
That is true. Most mortals. But there are a
I
lucky
don't think he
few.
was most mortals.
Oh, why do you say that?
Oh, the orc. I mean,
Orcs don't have souls, don't you know?
that's not what I was just saying. Like you said, most mortals. Like I don't think that orc was most mortals as he got through. That's what I was saying.
Of course, he's only
Yeah,
one person. How can he be the
because he
most
got
people
through,
unless there's
yes.
like less than 2 people?
Anyway,
Yeah,
Thank you.
let's. Yeah, never mind.
I see that we're not much for small talk. I apologize.
no, small talk is fine. It's just what
Us.
that conversation was.
You see the other one now pipes up a little bit, taking his glasses and very carefully folding them and putting them down. They're about like the size of your forearm, Kishua. These tiny little glasses on him. So, this Torian and I were talking, and we think that we have a common interest, specifically with, as it stands, and he's gonna motion to Dubak. Your goal as it is. Could you tell me about your opinions on the current state of affairs involving Thrain and the Silver Flame?
Dubak's eyes light up.
What's your name?
They call me Korleak of the Grey Flame.
Is that your true name, beast?
Whoa!
Why would I give you a fake name?
Well,
That's just for
never mind.
cowards.
Can we call you like Corey for short? I'm not very good at names, you know.
Just call me the Grey Flame if it really is that big of a
The
problem.
Gray Flame.
The Grey
This is
Flame.
not. I'm not meta-wise. It's Gray Flame, right?
Grey Flame.
Gray Flame. Okay, I want to make sure I'm hearing it properly. Okay, great, Mr. Gray Flame.
Well, do you need me to tell you anything? It seems you guys have been spying on us, regardless.
Fuck, I didn't load. Jesus Christ. No, just give me. I mean, we can't really look into your personal minds now, can we? I just want to know your feelings and your thoughts on the situation.
Why?
He's trying to make a deal with you, Dubak.
Yeah,
and
I
he
was
thinks you're
trying
lying,
to be
he's
nice.
Giving you the chance.
Yes, thank you. I see that the aunt. Thank you.
Our
Thank you,
general
Kazar.
opinion on the Silver Flame and Thrain is that they have a little too much power.
Yes, and
That's our general opinion.
would you prefer Dubak if they had how about little to no power?
Depends.
Who's gonna usurp that power?
Exactly. Hey,
You.
this guy gets it.
The Rakshasa have never been ones for taking the throne, literally. Us and myself included, I am one of the few non-Rakshasa in the Lords of Dust.
What's the Lords of Dust? That is kind of means nothing to us, as we don't really know much about the inner workings of your guys' organization.
The other one will pipe up and go, oh, well, as it stands, the Lords of Dust are essentially all of the Rakshasa who worship the Raja. Or as you are known to hear, the Overlords. And now, as it stands, essentially our current plans is that we have a bit too many fiends, devils, demons in these cities. They just seem to multiply too fast. We are willing to offset some of these demons as essentially help for you. Not to do whatever you please, but to do kind of more interesting things that they would love to do. Whether it's take down the Silver Flame, or perhaps kill a evil snake god, That is up to you, more or less.
Sorry, could you repeat that? No, you just walked in. Just that last part.
We are offering a chance for you to command a small, fiendish army.
What's the catch?
The catch is that we don't have to command it ourselves. We don't want to command it ourselves. Being on the battlefield is quite scary. And these are things you already wanted to do, is it not?
I would like to examine the... Not yet, actually. I do not want to insight this yet.
Do we recognize what map is on this table?
This isn't a map, it's just papers and stuff.
Oh, okay.
It's also just patterns of cloud.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
it's
this is more of like a
blossoms.
study, like general, like kind of work area.
It looks like cherry blossoms. Like,
Oh, it might be actually.
yeah.
So you guys already know, though, that we aren't exactly for the resurrection of the demon overlords, right? I mean, you already know that,
Oh,
but...
yes, we do understand that, and we put our numbers to it, and as it stands, beyond maybe motions to Zyzo, you 4 or 5 are going to live about 100 years or so, and then you're going to pass away. And then, beyond that, I think then that's when we'll do the Overlords. Imagine this. You're playing chess with somebody. And you know that if you wait maybe a minute or two, half their pawns will disappear on their board before you make your next move. I mean, I'd wait a minute. This is exactly what's happening right now.
You guys live a long time, right?
Oh,
like
we're
nearly
immortal.
immortal.
Yes. Not nearly, we are immortal.
Quite
How do you know?
literally.
How do we know? Hey, could you grab the guy?
Before you...
Oh, yes? Sorry.
Oh, I would like to, before you demonstrate this for Dubok, we would be somewhat open to this if you give us the information on how to permanently defend ourselves from a Rakshasa, as we've had some interference, and we would like to be able to defend ourselves.
I'll give it
to a
straight.
significant degree.
You have to kill us twice in 24 hours. You have to kill us once, and then you have to travel into hell and kill us again.
I would then like to insight that.
Yep.
Even though it sounds like they're telling the truth, I would like to just insight that.
Insight.
Do you, which hell would we have to go to?
The hells of... more or less, it's a planar thing. You'd have to travel to a different plane. Essentially, when Rakshasa die, depending on the strength of the individual Rakshasa, they go to a place to get tortured for up front anywhere from a few hours to a day, weeks to a month, depending on how many Rakshasa there are at one single time. And if they manage to get it all through, all the way, they come back to this plane. This is our plane, like our home plane. So no banishing allowed.
Do you come back to here?
Here,
Like,
yes.
Okay.
Yes, more or less. Maybe it's perhaps where we died, but most of the time it's to here. We have all kind of binded ourselves to this city, and the only reason why I'm telling you all this is, ultimately, no matter how strong you are, it is a futile effort to try to do anything like that.
What if we were
said the magic
immortal as well?
words.
If you are mortal,
Yeah.
I'd love to see you try. Most of the people who try to turn immortal liches or otherwise go insane, lose themselves. Everything that you've known to be Dubok will not be Dubok the Immortal. It will be a different person entirely.
I don't know.
Okay. If you would like to
Elves
shrug your
don't
shoulders in
typically
the
go
elves
through
aren't
that.
immortal though.
Aren't their souls immortal?
Their souls.
Never
Elves
mind.
don't have souls.
You're right, Dubok.
Yes, only humans have souls. We've been over this.
So the catch is, even though you said there's no catch, we command the demons, we die, and then you summon the demon overlords.
You put it so roughly, but that is one way to put it. Eventually you die. We don't kill you. You live a prosperous life of
So you
Okay,
would
I-
just
of
wait out-
ruling
I-
nations.
I would like to.
Yeah, we give you 5 minutes on the
Why-
seat of immortalness, and then we have our turn.
Yeah, why do you guys, like, at that time not want to kill us and things like that? There's like.
It's not
I
worth
guess-
their time.
I guess it's not worth your time, huh? And you're not gonna die anyways.
Yeah.
I guess that answers my question.
And honestly, we don't want to go to war. War's
You have fun
dreadfully
doing what you're
annoying.
doing.
Yeah, of course. I don't want to be a pawn. I want to be the person playing chess.
Now suppose, or how, I don't know. It feels kind of wrong making a deal with someone who would torture such a nice being as a coatl.
Are they nice?
You do
I just
understand that you do want to take down the Silver Flame, yes?
Yeah, they are powered up by the Silver Flame, aren't they?
That, and if you look at the Coatl Rhythm Remorse, they are an obstacle to get in your way. To kill the essence of the Silver Flame, you have to kill a 12-year-old girl.
Is there like a reincarnation thing
Is
going
that
on with
supposed to be
that?
profound? I like look around asking. I look up at the demon. Does that surprise you?
No, but sometimes people would consider like them to be equal,
What
perhaps.
do you know of people? You're barely a person. And I look back at the cat.
Dubok.
Dubok, we apologize for Dubok's quite
We already know how he
strong
is.
beliefs. Okay.
We've seen you guys get kicked out of many places before.
Thanks.
We've been watching since more or less the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Our favorite was the one
I-
with the queen.
that one was
that
fun.
royal lady.
Don't bring that one up.
that was like the first one.
We had
the
we had-
first
yes.
kicking out.
Just
Quick question: isn't there like some reincarnation thing that happens with the Silver Flame or wood killing Delaris Lyrandar? I think is her name. Is that it? No, I don't know.
You kind of
Would-
tilt. Where'd you get the name Delaris?
I don't know. I don't. My brain doesn't have a answer to that.
He's having a stroke.
I'm just having a stroke right now. But would there be a reincarnation, or do we have to kill her a specific way?
So as it stands, essentially, sorry, 1 second. I have to find.
We'd have to destroy their faith. We'd
You're
have to destroy
talking
the
about
flame.
either that. There is a few things that you can do. Essentially killing most of the worshipping Silver Flame will do it. Killing Jayla Duran. That's who you're thinking of.
Oh, yes, that's what I'm thinking
You
of.
killed the other one already. Dubok.
Dubok did.
Just reincarnate with another pair.
Yes, but it's difficult. It takes a while. And to find somebody like that, it's intensive. Somebody so potently apt for religious abilities like that. It's not easy for Tira Marone. And it takes power. It takes a chunk of the Silver Flame every time she does it. But as we understand, have you heard of the symbol yin and yang?
Yes, a taijutsu.
Whatever that is.
Yes.
If you were to kill all of the currently worshipping, it sets the Silver Flame, aka all those souls in there. It doesn't have anything to tie it off to, and it just disappears, more or less, as far as we know.
Wouldn't killing every single worshiper be pretty difficult?
Well, don't you?
You don't need
He
to
just
kill
said
all.
the figurehead would be enough.
Wouldn't you just have to
Just
do
a
enough
lot.
to just offset the balance?
See? Brilliant. Yes, exactly it. Just enough to essentially imagine a lamp connected by a string.
I know what lamps are.
Yes, I'm glad you do. We all do. And you were to take this rope and you were just able to cut a little bit. Eventually the lamp will just pull the string off of it and it'll just snap. That's all you have to do. You have to just sever the bond between the current worshippers and the past worshippers that are now past.
So you speak of yin and yang. Are you the yin to their yang?
No, it's more of a metaphor. I don't believe in that.
Yes, that's right. You believe in dust. What a mighty god dust is.
What?
He looks at you.
Is there anything else?
Was that an attempt at humor?
It was not an attempt. It was a success.
You see the pit fiend slams his fist on the table and goes, "You have confidence. That's hilarious."
Okay. I want to at least hear. Maybe you do know this. Is there like a reincarnation thing going on with the leader of House? What is it? Is it Caneth? Caneth.
It's the Caneth.
Yeah.
Because it seemed like they actually know and are part of the uprising of the Warforged going on,
Which could seriously disrupt our efforts with any army you give us.
Yeah, the Warforged probably could defeat
flashes
some of
a
those
little bit of a
demons.
smile and goes, a little bit of like a knowing smile. And goes, the army was created by our own kind of methods, as water kind of slowly creates a riverbed. We basically commanded the water where to go. I would love to tell you more about it, but maybe after we come to a full deal. Perhaps maybe that's one of the things I give you, is knowledge of what House Caneth is, and perhaps most of the knowledge located here in Ashtakala.
Upgraded fucking library.
That's a. Is there a room we can privately speak in?
Fuck no. Obviously not.
I'm not going to lie to you. There are ears and eyes everywhere.
Can you hear inside Lehman's tiny hut?
Would you trust if he said no?
You sigh. You see him sigh a little bit and go, "Earnestly, that's one of the." even though it's so incredibly weak. We can walk through it, to be completely fair, but no, we can't, honestly. If you would like to
Inside.
go,
I would like
Okay.
to insight
Yeah.
that. That is, I would like to check for that. Wow, Jesus Christ! I've been rolling like shit, pretty much.
yeah, if you want to go for a debug.
You roll a 9 and I roll a 2. What is our stance on that? With that roll.
I mean, they are like on the. They think they can just basically walk through it. That magic might not affect them. It's a toss on whether or not they could hear you though inside it.
Okay.
Especially in
Do we know
somewhere this magically controlled.
Oh,
essentially.
I have an idea. We can write on pieces of scrap paper while we're in the hut so they can't visually see it.
They can't see into it to begin with. Are you saying this out loud?
Yeah. I don't see what you mean. Like, if we write on pieces of paper while we're in the hut,
The
then they-
hut is
I have
already
to be honest though.
not see through.
You guys talking will not sway me one way or another.
I don't believe you.
Wow. Wow. So, my heart is pierced.
If you have one. Look at the kind of company you keep, and I look at the demon or the fiend.
Not fucking
nice, dude. Not nice. Just because I'm a fiend doesn't mean I can't admire some poetry. I have a story. I'm not like those fucking fiends out on the street, okay? I'm
We're
here.
different, yeah.
I'm reading. I'm learning.
Oh my god.
And you're being the ignorant asshole, okay?
I'm gonna be.
Which is
I'm
why
gonna
I
be
fucking love you!
God damn it, these guys are too much fun!
I'm gonna follow it, dude. Sick.
I'm
Nobody's
gonna
ever
be-
talked to me that way, and I kind of admire it.
I'm gonna be honest, both of you. The deal is very enticing.
We're not
Glad it
done.
is.
We're not done.
If you would like, you can hide. I completely fair. If you would like to come back, maybe, and then you see he kind of goes up to a shelf, kind of fiddles with something, and you see him like pull out basically like a chunk of the shelf, like as if it was kind of its own drawer, and you watch as like a list of just scrolls pulls out, and you see him kind of yank one out, and kind of slide it back in. Kind of checks the scroll to make sure it's correct, and then he goes over to Dubak and hands it to you. This is a scroll that is strong enough to be able to counteract our natural immunity spells. If you would like to have a conversation in which that you believe that we're all telling the truth, you can cast this spell. Otherwise, just take it as a gift. I'll import it into your character sheet.
One more thing. Why are you being so cordial with us?
They don't see us as a threat, I don't think.
No,
But we'd
I
be a
mean,
strong ally.
We aren't really a threat in this
Yeah.
hold.
It's kind of like Tarkanan.
This feels like Tarkanan on steroids.
I mean, it's fun. Nobody's ever been as strong as you guys in a very long time.
Fair.
The last person was probably Tyr Moran. And to be completely fair, you guys were in the Draconic Prophecy. Yeah, I mean, it could have been anybody, but we chose you. We have interest in you. We helped you become who you are. So,
You guys want a hut?
Yes,
Sure.
please.
Sure, yeah.
Okay,
I know it may
we'll
not be
just
private, but I just want to talk.
we'll just go in this. We'll just go into this corner.
It'll make me feel better.
check your
Alright,
character
me
sheet.
too.
Under consumables.
I'm not
do that.
necessarily done talking about any of this, so we haven't even talked about House Fjarlin yet.
Oh, do you say
If
this
we
out loud?
may, Oh.
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
Oh, we can talk about House Fioran if you would like.
If you guys,
Essentially-
if they want a hut, I can stay and talk with you.
Before you do that, let's just talk real quick. It's going to be short. We have one representative who is in House Dragon. It is the hardest dragon marked house to crack into. Incredibly hard. A house that works on espionage is rough. It took us generations to get this one person in. It is one of our only blind spots. And it is your home, your house. And we would be interested in giving it up. Essentially, either pulling that person out or having you deal with them personally. If you would.
What
do this
about-
group deal,
oh,
of course.
Is it a Roxasha?
No, actually, and I don't want to completely give all the information to this individual yet.
Okay.
So it would come with the deal.
Would you be able to? Okay. Would you be able to? What's up?
Let's talk. Whatever
I'm
your
not even
other,
making a decision yet.
I know
I
what
just want to know.
I know
just
not.
wanna know.
I know you haven't made a decision.
Okay,
Let's
yeah,
all
let's talk
talk,
then.
and then you can do your decision. We're separate, even if we have a separate
I haven't
decision
made
from
a
yours.
decision. I'm asking him for. I'm
Oh.
asking him for other things, but it's
Yeah.
fine.
Oh,
Let's go
okay.
talk.
If you want
Let's
to,
go talk.
if
No,
you-
let's go talk.
you can ask. I thought we were trying to make another decision. I'm sorry, my bad.
Would you be able to, instead of pulling him, let's say maybe replacing him?
Her, actually.
Her, okay. Replacing them with maybe me.
I don't see what you mean. To be completely fair, where you've gotten is more forward than where she has gotten.
Really?
Yes.
Um,
As far as we know, she hasn't checked in quite a few weeks.
is she, is she... Is she connected to both, some type of leadership of the house and, the organization?
I would consider them one and the same. Do you not? The organization.
Yes,
plus-
but, I'm speaking on paper was...
Yes. In a way, I guess. It's a little bit complicated, and I don't want to give off too much, I guess.
Okay.
But, I don't know. If she was to be left. So, but she's one of our better undercover people.
Okay. I'm ready to talk in the hut now.
Okay.
Okay.
Do it on the map. Use the map.
Yeah.
Use the map, dude. I love using them.
Oh.
Let's huddle, bro.
Book. Eh.
Hey.
You guys, kind of tiny hut. After
Wow.
11 minutes awkwardly.
They were just
We can
looking
say-
at them.
I could say we were doing while
Tiny
Diza was
hut.
talking or something.
Yeah, for sure.
Um,
I'm inclined to say yes.
there is really
Say
a lot
yes.
of reasons to say yes.
Yeah, I'm
Not
gonna
necessarily.
lie.
do
Yes, we are gonna be a pawn to them for a bit, but this does give us an in and allows us to have more wiggle room.
We're only
And
a pawn if we let ourselves die in the next 100 years.
I feel like, yeah, it definitely
Yeah.
gets everyone a little bit closer to their goals. Or gives them more resources, I guess, maybe.
And I know Federico is still kind of confused if he wants to. There's an alternative to killing Jayla. That would be the best.
I would
I mean,
also like
sounds
to
like
point
the.
out. I would just also like to point out. I mean,
Like
from
if
my
we can
sources,
sever the magic.
our group is basically an enemy of many territories
Yes,
at this point. We're like international terrorists.
and we
So
have no
it would
ally.
it would be good to. It seems like he's telling the truth, to be honest.
He is from my things too. Sorry to cut you off there.
Yeah. The information that I got wasn't realistically, that was enough information to not need them, but I'm not opposed to accepting the deal.
Yeah, I'd want to know some of the more mechanical details of this army. How big is it? Are they immortal kind of stuff? How powerful are they?
What would our command be over them? Like, is it just like general orders? Are they like a mob of chaos?
Yeah.
However, I agree. I am inclined to take it myself. I think each of us should use this opportunity, though, if we do, to make a demand for each of us. Like, obviously nothing crazy, I presumably, but to just get us all to our personal goals. I personally have
I
one
guess I might just ask if there's a way to sever her power instead completely.
Okay.
If there
Take away her bending.
if there is a method of doing that, because that is my only. Like, I mean, if she
sure
has
thing.
to die,
We'll do that, Federico.
I'm not Federico right now. I'm just saying that would be the ideal situation if there's a way to completely sever it.
Oh yeah,
If there's
definitely.
not Tubak. I know you're being a little funny boy. If there isn't, don't worry. We are both ready to just fucking kill if need be.
I hear you guys. I
Yeah.
really do, and I hate to be the naysayer, but part of me does feel slightly hesitant about voluntarily surrounding ourselves with a demon army supplied by like the espionage group that does have opposing interests. I completely understand the point of view on the waiting 100 years. I do want to put on the table that this deal could be their ticket to cutting 100 years off their plan.
True. Or
Do
making
they
that
care
thing
about the
to
100 years?
happens. I definitely don't like making a deal with creatures like this, considering I just got out of one. But we have no allies.
Well, it
At
also
all.
doesn't sound like there's any binding to this deal. Like,
We haven't signed a magical contract.
Like, it's not like it's not going to be magical. It's not be a blood contract, but we are setting in motion at least part of their plan. So it's just something to keep in mind. But you're right. I don't think we're going to be like
But
locked into a contract.
they
But we will be
are-
locked into the state of the world.
we're going to do this part of their plan regardless if they help us or not. The only part of our plan or the only thing that we can do that would like play into their hand is die.
And
just-
it really does seem like they don't want to. Well, I mean, I don't know.
They don't want us living forever.
Yeah. So, like, I will be of the opinion. Let's try to get immortality at some point,
I could manage that with
or
wish.
at the very least, establish like an institution, like we were saying ages ago, of our own Illuminati that will like live on beyond
We
us.
have reincarnation, right? We have access to that.
Old school.
Can
fucking
we hear
longevity.
outside of the hut?
You can hear outside the hut, yeah.
Okay.
I will say, in regards to the like organization that would replace the Silver Flame, I just like we don't have anything set up for that right now. Really, I know we have your church Dubak, but I would imagine it's been dismantled, frankly, at this point, infrastructure wise, right? Unless you have like hidden elements that they may not have known about.
I mean,
So my point is just I think this deal is probably one of the only things we have to move our plans forward. But I don't know, just
I mean, with the intel we've gotten from this conversation, Like
The intel is good, yeah.
we know what we need to do regardless, right?
Yeah, I
Which
just
is
feel like we
either-
can achieve these goals at our own strength.
But
However,
having allies, and you want to kill a god, right? They have access to those types of portals.
I mean,
Kazar. From
I
the
think
looks
you
of
were
it,
talking to me.
I am. Sorry, but they have access to the resources to get to that plane with minimal resources, like us needing to spend spell slots just to access it.
I mean,
I
feel
definitely
like
see that
that's
it would be
incidental.
helpful to have. Like, I was hoping out of this deal to get some information. I wanted to see if Seth was linked the same way the Flame is to their believers. Like, I completely recognize that it would be helpful to have them. You know, this library alone would be a massive replacement for Arcanics, and then like 4 times on top of that as far as secret knowledge. But it's just that like we can do. And sorry, I know this comes from like the guy who's always like, "Don't be so paranoid all the time," but there was a time for it. I'm kind of like, "How are you guys?" Jumping this cliff, but maybe it seems too good to be true just because it's like maybe we do just have aligned goals. Maybe they're just smart enough to be like, all right, well, let's fucking at least get him out of our hair. But yeah, I don't know.
I
We
guess
have
just-
that
I
person
just see more
in hell.
reason. I just see more reason for them to actually just want us to, even though it'll be a pawn situation. I just see more reason for them to want that over just trying to pull a fast one on us.
And my opinion is like if we're not going to be magically bound into this agreement, and we were planning on betraying the Rakshasa eventually, anyways, like I'd say we lose nothing by accepting now than choosing to betray them later if we want. Like we don't have to go along with the plan, as it were, once we leave the city. Like, might as well leave the city with an army and betray them than without an army and then betray
If
them
we
anyways.
betray them, will the army still be loyal to us? Will we
Oh,
then
who
have to
cares?
fight a
But-
demon army?
They're probably not
Mm.
going to be like. We could probably slaughter their army. To be
I-
honest.
Or we could just run away from the army. We could teleport halfway around the world from the army. Like, army's not an issue.
Okay, that's fair.
Also,
If nobody in the entire army has counter spells and stuff.
But like, we're not going to be hostage to an army. It's like, oh, let's go negotiate with someone we're sieging or something. Then we're gone, right?
Yeah, sneak off. Yeah, fair.
Like, I think
Okay,
we might
yeah,
as well
no,
leave this
that
place
makes
with an
sense.
army than without.
I definitely don't like this, but I see what you guys are saying.
You have a good
That's
reason to not like
One of
this.
the reasons why I think we should make some upfront demands now. Like, I don't know, any artifacts, money, things you guys want. Like, because if we do, like, might as well get something out of it, right? If,
Yeah, I was gonna
I mean,
get my info on Seth.
We're about
really
to
bad.
sack a kingdom, so I'm pretty set.
fair enough, sure.
All right. Fuck. I did not see us walking out of this tower accepting.
Yeah, me too. I didn't
I
think
love
they
it.
looked like this, frankly.
Love to see it, baby. I was so.
I
was
hate
just-
it.
I wish you
hate
guys could have seen me smiling like a jackass the whole time. I was like, I know you guys are fucking gonna accept it. It's literally, it's so good.
And I hope I could be forgiven for just one quick meta moment, but I gotta say, god damn, do I want to lead a demon army? Holy fuck! That's so cool.
Mitchell, you really want to do this Fallout game, don't you?
No,
He's just trying to kill us.
no.
No, if he wanted to do the Fallout game, we would not be dead.
Yeah,
right
you
now.
you guys would have been like, they would have been like, I got you now, bitch, fight time. No, if
I
anything,
was
this
ready
just
for that.
allows you guys to have more shenanigans. So
Yeah.
All right.
He wants it to be our fault that we die.
Yeah.
yes. That's the last thing I would never want you guys to go. Like that.
Okay. Any plans for upfront things so we don't like step on each other's toes and ask for
No
the same
demonic or
fucking thing?
magical pacts.
Yes. Yes. No. Yeah.
That's a
We don't-
Gafraxis breaking deal.
Sounds good.
Maybe not immediately if they give the deal and then ironclad it, but like if they're like, okay, fine, no, I don't want to immediately go terrorism.
Yeah.
But
I want to ask for. I actually kind of want to ask for. So, are we gonna ask for individual demands?
I was
Yes.
thinking so, or at least talk
Okay.
about them, unless they conflict.
Okay, well, I have one in mind. I don't know if you guys want to know or not. I don't really.
I think
Another-
knowing
Sure.
the things about telling each other so we don't ask for the same thing,
Oh yeah.
potentially.
Well, I want to see if because they might have it with all this collection, but I don't know if they can help me obtain the. Well, hey, let me out of character, Mitchell. Is this like a known item? The cloak of invisibility,
I mean,
or is it like a rumored like tales
give
of
me
type of
give
thing?
me a history check. I would allow that.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh, idea.
I would
I don't like
say
when he says that.
it because of your background, possibly the like some sort of magical item like that would be like there is some sort of holy grail of just stealthing item out there for sure, but you don't know exactly what it is.
Okay. Yeah. So then, back in character, amongst the people of my trade, there's like, I guess, a very special item that I want to obtain. That would be helpful for the party in general. I don't actually know what it is.
Okay.
Okay, fair.
But I'm sure they'll probably know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
I'll probably just ask if there. Personally, I'll just ask if there's a. Oh wait, what's up?
Oh, sorry. I would say the only person who probably like maybe might get like an actual idea would be Chiefman with an Arcana check.
Oh, I'd be willing to do it. Yeah, for sure.
Yep. Just because
Alright.
you worked with a house that, and you now know a lot about magic.
Sure, it
items.
would have super powerful artifacts. Yeah. All right.
There could be something that would be incredibly strong for him to have, but it would just be, it would probably be something that of that strength might be your guys' only bargaining power on your guys' side, maybe besides information, if you guys wanted that.
I have a question for DM.
Go for it.
Do I get the vibe that I might be able to negotiate for what's his face, the demon boy Core or whatever, to be, you know, like, I won't go as far to say a thrall per se, but like, you know,
Bro.
an assistant, a partner even.
Give me an insight check.
All right.
I don't know about thrall or assistant, but partner maybe.
Yeah, I
Meta wise.
He's fun.
He likes you, but like you think that he would never belittle himself to be that low. You think that on a one-on-one fight, he would kill you.
Yeah.
Easily.
He's entertained by me, basically.
Yeah, basically, he thinks that you're adorable.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
Yeah, the only thing I'm gonna ask is if there's a way to just sever it completely. If not, it's not gonna stop what we have to do.
Okay, fair.
That's all I'm gonna ask.
I'm going to ask him if there's any good way to make Gefraxis young again. Not immortal, just young again.
Sounds good. I
And
don't.
we could reincarnate Gefraxis,
Yeah.
which would give him a
could just,
young
like,
body.
If they could just snap their fingers, that'd be nice, though.
That's true. But he might just have a, better, stronger body. What if he was like a big hunk of a human,
But then he wouldn't
an
be
Ubermensch.
Gefraxis.
You know, my favorite thing would have been when you got Witch Sight, James, if Gefraxis was just a Rakshasa this whole time.
Oh my god, that would have made us piss ourselves.
Oh god. Anyhow, sorry. I just
That'd have been crazy. I don't know. The only thing that I could think of asking for is probably the identity of the lady, but it may be tough to figure it out just because she infiltrated a house that I know people would be very, very good at hiding themselves. I guess I guess Ahab can see just like see if the.
But if she's not a
Rakshasa or not.
Rakshasa, then it won't matter.
Oh yeah, she's not. So
We
I don't know.
could request information regarding some of the other insurgents they have in other houses we're interested in, like
Yeah.
Canis, for example, in case we want to pursue getting more info on how they did the Warforged. So that might be something. Just give up some of their intel network, possibly, and then we could leverage that maybe in the future, assuming they would actually do that, which I guess is a big ask. But I don't know. I can't think of anything else. I was going to be like, oh, gold or an item, but frankly, I have everything I want at the moment that I could think of. I'll wait for David. Did he message why he died?
Brown
Oh,
out.
brown out. Rip. Okay.
I'm gonna demand for me and whoever this mystery lady is to be wed.
You don't want to even see her first?
Yeah, you want a
I do
government-sponsored
not care.
girlfriend before you...
Yeah.
Fair enough.
That's fucking hilarious.
Maybe.
Oh god, it's gonna be fucking hilarious.
Oh god.
Okay,
It's
okay.
like, do you have any siblings? Do you have a family? Be careful, Daizo, what you wish for.
You're asking too much.
Okay, fair enough.
No, I'm just playing. I met your family. Yeah, I got some family.
Okay, good. Yeah, my first thought was like, oh, what if I get the Rakshasa to protect my family? And then I'm like, oh, wait.
We'll wait for him to come back.
What the
'cause we'll
fuck
be
is wrong with you?
I mean, they'll probably kill and torture my family anyway. Like, I don't really think there's a way for me to protect them from the Rakshasa.
Which makes a lot of these decisions easier, you know?
That's, yeah, true, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
At least, yeah, that's fair. Limits my realistic decisions.
I'm doing the sheer logic of it.
Yeah.
Haven't
for
missed
sure.
anything massive.
Now we're just
Everything.
talking about like what we want to
We're
ask.
on our way out of the palace.
So everyone's kind of talked about what they will request from the Rakshasa when we make this deal.
I know
like
what I'm
them
gonna request.
benefit themselves or what we'll get out of them.
Okay.
So if you have something, but besides that, we'll.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask about Seth stuff. That's probably no surprise.
Oh yeah. Well, if we're all ready, we can go possibly make the worst decision we've ever made.
So far.
Yeah.
I'm gonna step out if
No, it's
everybody's ready.
exciting at least. Yeah.
I'm ready, yeah.
Just walk over to the table.
You see that he steps out and he kind of raises his eyebrow. So, what did we decide?
What?
What did we
Sorry.
decide?
No, we just like to have gay sex in the hut every like so often.
I'm
Lot of
glad that
build-up.
we cannot see into the hut then.
Yeah.
Oh, trust me,
You
you're correct.
homophobe.
Did you hear it?
Anyways, besides the attempt at humor, like we love to do, we have made the unanimous, semi-unanimous decision that it will be no magic contracts or any binding. Is that okay?
Yes, as far as it goes, I figured the army would more or less hold you accountable, to kind of ensuring that you wouldn't do anything directly, obstructing what we are looking to do. And I think it's quite obvious. So.
Okay. And I guess I guess we made a small decision to ask for certain things that are okay if this deal is accepted. First, I would like to ask, is there a way to completely cut Jayla from the Silver Flame, or is death a requirement?
He's gonna look at Dubok for a second.
I'm gonna give him a big teethy grin, knowingly.
He's gonna look back at you, Ahab, and go, "No, I'm afraid not."
Well, I mean, that's okay.
A true
It is what it
shame,
is.
a tragedy.
Oh, that feels like there is a way if he's saying it like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that out loud.
Oh. No,
It seems like there is a way.
that
if
was
he's gonna
my
say
that
it
was
like
my
that.
attempt at humor, but
Oh, okay. If there
beyond,
don't
I am
just do
going
that
to be
with his words.
completely honest. Either you kill her or you torture her so much that she gives up the faith. And for I've seen the way you've
The
tortured.
latter seems.
The latter seems worse. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna agree with you on that one.
Yes, if you would like, you can talk to the man that you skinned.
Hey, he had his skin left at when we were done with him.
Furred then, deferred. So, yeah. We'd let
Okay,
him
yeah,
do
fair
something
enough.
else for now because I'm sure he
How's
would
he
want
doing?
to see you. Oh, he's all right. He came back a few days ago.
Oh,
Or a day
Okay,
or two ago.
fair enough. I'll just let you know there's nothing gonna stop me from completing the task. I was just wondering if
And
there
then
was a method.
if after the Silver Flame, and then either you can use them for guards to institute your new religion, or use them to kill your god, or after that they're free for yours. Just
For
Alright.
eternity?
I mean, eventually they just like to do stuff, so like you gotta keep them like occupied doing things, more or less. And if you seem to be a
Is there, like, a
strong
book?
ruler, then yeah.
Is there like a book on like the needs and wants of the army? Like we might need to research on this.
Yeah, you
Like-
see he goes, and then he watches a book just like, and then it's like slants down on the table, and it says, "So you now have a demon army."
Is it like a light novel title?
How to run a demon army for dummies.
You just accepted a Rakshas's contract and got a demon army. This is how you became the most powerful party on the planet.
That sounds like an isekai title.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
No, it's more of like so you just bought a printer kind of a book, like in the 80s.
Oh, okay. Anyone else want to say anything before we
I'll go last.
give a nice little handshake here?
You said you'll go last.
Yeah.
I can go next. For my part in this, my very much outsized part in this, I was curious if you have the knowledge and/or means of returning Gafraxis the Great to a younger age.
I look nervously at the rest of the group.
Oh, wait.
I nod solemnly at Kuzar.
Telepathically, I would like to try and link with Dubak.
Oh yeah, because that's
Take
our
it, Praxis.
Is that what we talked about it in the hut about what he was gonna ask?
Yeah, he was gone though.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, you were gone.
Okay.
Right? Yeah,
All
he's
right.
going up.
Never mind then.
Oh, you did? I forgot you were.
I
on
like
the
that. I
gun.
was thinking RP it. Yeah.
Yeah, no. We all know he was gonna ask
I like
that.
put my palms on the table, see no one else react. Like slowly slide back into the chair.
I was just drooling in the hut, dude. Tell me actually a gay sex.
He got hit by his own suggestion. Anyways, sorry.
He's going to do the same thing. He's gonna go over to this thing. He's gonna pull out like a panel, and he's gonna like pull it out completely. He's gonna look through it. He's gonna find a scroll, and he's gonna kind of like squeeze the scroll together in his hands, just kind of like feeling it. He's gonna bring it back to the table, and he goes, puts it down, and goes, "This should be a spell that should bring him back to about 30 or 40 years younger. Its magical basis is the resurrection spell, more or less.
Is it repeatable?
Yes, but it's extremely expensive, and we've only made it do one. So I hope this will show you how much we are willing to cooperate with you in these trying times."
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna take it. Then while I take it,
Before he,
Oh.
he goes, "I'll show you it," and then like he doesn't let you like hold it, and he kind of like opens it for you, and based on your clerical knowledge, you notice that this spell is incredibly strong. That this is basically a low level, like this is a lower level, but very, very specially attuned. Like this is farthest on the branch you get, kind of on the tree of magic. It kind of rolls it up and goes, but this would be after we do a gentlemanly shake. That shake, of course, is not magical. It's just how we like to do things around here.
I nod myself.
Can I use my scroll of truth on that?
Okay. Yeah. That will basically create a circle big enough to encapsulate more or less U6 or U5 plus.
Or I guess I'd want to say that until we do all the agreements before we shake. I guess.
It'll be about 10 minutes. That's how long
Okay.
this will take. So the Zone of Truth spell is a spell that actually, it lasts for 10 minutes. So would you like to cast that now?
I'm gonna wait actually until everyone's kind of made their proposal.
Yep.
I'll say okay.
He puts it there. What else?
I would like to perhaps take advantage of our newly found aligning of goals. Would you have information on my prey? It seems no one else has had anything concrete.
Yes, I do, and I would offer it up all to you.
Does this information include how to actually, how extensive is your knowledge?
It's quite, actually. We were interested if you progressing this route too early probably would have killed you. So you wanted to ensure that whether or not this is something that you should have done earlier or not. And luckily you didn't pursue it, so we didn't need to step in. But we know quite a bit about Seth.
Good. Okay, yeah, then if you're willing to share that, that was my stipulation.
Yes.
I wanted to ask, how available is the Rakshasa intelligence network to us, specifically when it comes to House Caneth? Any information you have, infiltrators, things like that. I understand that that may be a big ask, but we've recently, dealt with them, with the higher ups, and what we suspect to be a remnant of something they're doing. Though, as you alluded to earlier, you probably are the ones that put it in motion. But information is always accepted.
Of the information that you ask will be given, we will then allow you to attune yourself to our teleportation circle.
Wow. Okay. All right. That's all for me.
Back in my day, we had to go through the dust storm of obsidian shards.
It is the only way in and out, if it wasn't the case, besides doing it the classical way.
The better way, when men were men.
And then he's going to offer his hand to Ahab. Your friend says he's last. What do you say? Is there anything you'd want?
Daizo.
Oh, no.
Was he?
Daizo said that he was last. So he's offering for you.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Do you guys get a? Do you guys have a list of ritual spells that I can copy?
Oh, of course we do. Yes.
Like a lot of them?
You see that he actually take out. He'd take actually a little bag out. He would open it up, and he would actually have basically his own personal spell book. And he would place it on the table, and he'd go, for your perusal, with my supervision, of course.
I would like to just double check if it's gotten if it has I'm gonna pick some random. I would like to.
Well, he would
like to yeah, you can show me it.
Yes, of
you
course.
show me it. I would like to.
He would kind of do
just
the
check
thing
if-
where he kind of leans over the table a little bit, and he goes, "Okay, this is the spell, and this is the spell." Yeah.
I want to actually ask I want to double check the reading of my ritual. Is it as would I be able to use a Mystic Arcanum with it, or is it only up to 5th level of ritual spells?
Depends on. Can you post it?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I want to read it
Oh,
again
okay,
because
okay.
I haven't. I want to. It would be called Book of Ancient Secrets. Let's see. I want to see. You can add other half your warlock level rounded
Yeah,
up.
so you could be up at least 8th level, highest in the game is
Holy
6th.
shit!
So yeah, you could do any level.
Oh.
And there is
Oh.
every single ritual spell.
Okay.
Because honestly, there's no reason not to give it to you as a DM.
There is one 6th level ritual spell
2.
in the entire game. There's 2?
Yeah,
Wait, Forbiddance is
and
one.
Then, draw me's.
Oh,
Draw me.
instant
Yeah.
summons.
So.
Extremely miss any time thereafter you can use this item crush that.
He will.
Whoa. Okay. Okay. That is a very good deal for me.
Closes the book.
And
That's good to
Daizo.
Okay. This I know that you don't want to give up too much information on this woman until we have made an agreement, but I do need to know, is she an elf?
She poises is an elf. Yes. But she's not an elf by heart. No.
Oh, okay. But okay. Then I will. I would like to ask for you to have us be joined in marriage, and then she'll belong to me.
He leans back, and you see he he smiles very widely. He kind of runs his hands over his chins, and he goes, "You do know that she is a demon or fiend? I don't remember. Let me." Cal flips open his little personal notebook, and you see that the font is so incredibly small. It looks like it's just like a black page. She is a fiend. Do you know this, right? And would you say that you're an insecure man?
Wow.
No, not really.
Okay, because I will offer this before you get in over your head. Because this I would hate to accidentally marry a succubus.
Oh God.
Oh,
Oh, can I just do a quick? I want to actually know what I know as
Can
a
I marry
GD.
her?
Arcana
I
check.
want to be able to make a proper reaction
Yeah, Arcana
if
check.
I know what one is. Arcana. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Who knew our party was really just looking for bitches the whole time?
Succubuses are probably one of the most iconic fiends, and as it's used like as a derogatory term against women. So yeah, you would probably know what a succubus is. I would say everybody would probably know what a succubus is.
But
Yeah.
do we know? I would want to know like how bad that would be. As
like
in,
is it
like
as
the
accurate
negatives.
as accurate as like as what I guess what would it be like rumors are tales of them?
I-
Yeah. So
meta-wise, I know they
essentially,
do, you become enslaved to them. I know meta wise.
yes.
So, but I know that as with my role.
Probably not the logistics of it. You just know that it's bad.
It's for my
So-
house, James.
No, are you saying is when I say okay, fair enough. As Ahab, I'm gonna be like, you know what, Daiso, you can do what you want. Yeah,
Just don't let her kiss you like a lot, because they'll
Okay.
they'll kill you.
don't elves have
like-
immunity to
Like
charm?
anywhere?
Well, yeah, if you're sometimes charm. So essentially, how it works is, if she wanted to kill you, she would charm you, which I know that elves have a resistance to it, and then she would use something called a draining kiss, which would drain. I know, but it would basically drain your life to
Rock and
minimal.
ball torture.
This is strictly a political marriage.
Political marriage.
So-
Okay. I just if you know, I just don't want you to order a sandwich and then only get the bread, right? That's how it is. So I don't.
Okay, well, like,
But if that is your wish, we can definitely have that arranged. How willing she will be, I am not entirely sure, but it will
that
be
is
quite
unfortunate for her.
okay.
I,
You see that he's like legitimately like he did not expect it.
yeah. He's like,
I expected everything everybody else was going to ask. I thought you were going to ask for something more, I don't know, like a really sharp knife, perhaps. But yes, we could get you
Oh, this is for my
married
house.
to her
I would-
politically, I guess. Yes.
before I shake my hand. Oh, do you need to say something? Sorry.
No.
Before I shake my hand, before I put out my hand, I would like to double check that there is no, like, I would like to say is like, I want to make sure both of us aren't magically enchanted. You know,
Yeah, here, I can use my scroll for this.
Yeah.
as long as like I know we'll shake our hands, but I would like to make sure there's no, you know, we're a paranoid little group here sometimes.
That's
We
why
just
we've
wanna-
waited so long.
Would you like to cast the Zone of Truth spell?
Yep. I'm gonna cast that if I can find where it went.
Does everybody comply to it?
I will comply to it.
The deal?
No,
Or
to the spell.
Zone, the
Zone of
spell.
Truth.
yeah.
It'll affect everybody.
Sure, why not?
Sure.
I would like to try and I would like to
Okay,
keep my
so it's
eye
everybody.
on the Rakshasa.
You
if
would
it's
also
affecting
know
them.
that both of them comply to the spell and now can only
Oh,
speak the
Dubak
truth.
would know.
Dubak
okay.
knows.
Okay.
So everybody in the circle, including you, Dubak, assuming you comply to your own spell,
Can I
uh,
choose not to comply to my own spell without
you'll
a
have
check?
to you'll have to make the save.
Really?
A 19
But then only I would know, right?
that you're not under. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I guess it doesn't matter anyways. No, I'm not even gonna try. Yeah.
I mean, if you would like, if you as Dubak want to be able to lie, if you make the DC, nobody will know if you fail or succeed.
Okay, yeah, then I'll do that.
Okay, so there's no reason not to.
Yeah. Why is it an attack roll?
It just says attack. Just roll a wisdom saving throw, or charisma saving throw. Charisma
God.
saving throw.
This
While
is
you're
gonna
doing that, can I ask one more question?
Yeah.
Um,
It like rolled
Um,
20.
I'm gonna
yeah.
use my inspiration.
Oh shit. Okay. Go for it.
Okay.
are there any methods to keeping succubus at bay?
Condom.
Scheme.
Oh, yeah, you fail. You have to tell the truth. Not that I understand. No.
Okay.
I guess just allowing them to use their powers on others. But that's
Just
why
play
I asked
Minecraft.
if you were insecure. So
Okay. Good enough for me.
I'm gonna ask both of them. Can you both confirm that we are there are no duplicitous kind of bindings to this agreement we are making?
I do not have a spell on at any moment
Corliak
besides
would
false life.
Corliak would say along the lines of I'm not casting any spells, there's no spells cast on you. Stotorian would say there's no spells being cast. This is purely a gentleman's handshake. And we do not have any I don't know. We want you to do as we asked. And that's it.
Can you
Uh,
also confirm that there are no non-spell bindings to this agreement?
Oh, what
Oh,
do
like
you mean?
curses.
Oh, like
Curses.
like
I guess
spiritual?
curses are.
Yeah.
There's nothing binding you to hold
No
this
foul
up.
play.
No foul
Okay.
play.
Then I say, I, Ahab, and Frederico Woolcrest accept this deal amongst our party.
You see that he kind of leans against the table and kind of like holds his hand out. This furry backwards hand.
Oh, it's backwards? What the
Yeah,
fuck?
the Rakshasa have backwards hand.
What would have happened if we would
Can
have
I
turned down the
use
deal?
alter self to backwards my own hand to match his to give a proper handshake?
He smiles a little bit and then shakes it. He's like, "That's quite clever. I like it."
Yeah, you know, if we're gonna have to be on cordial terms, might as well make amends.
I'll shake hands as well.
By committing tiger blackface.
No, it's just his hand. Like his hand's like.
I know,
Like,
but I
he,
couldn't think of
I
another
like to
word.
imagine that he was about to go for his right hand and then realized that basically he would have been handshaking the back of his hand. He basically, you watch as his wrist at the joint like almost snaps. You hear the bones shifting in place, and he turns around and he basically just moves it around, and so he handshakes on the other side. So it almost looks like those videos of those guys who have really crazy hand control, and then they basically like switch, like their hands are basically backwards. So,
Have you seen the guy of someone picking up a beer pint with the back of his hand?
what do you want to say, Dyson?
God.
Or I don't know.
I was gonna ask. Yeah, it was Daizo. Now that the zone of truth is out, I just want to know, since we're all already going to shake on this. What would have happened if we turned down the deal?
Oh, well, we have stipulations, of course. I don't want to get into it because it was something that we didn't want to do, but felt it might be necessary. You guys all have collateral, and we didn't want to have to talk about
that. Fuck me.
And I'm very glad we did.
What collateral do I have?
You are actually one of the few people that don't have collateral.
Yeah, I mean, I'm willing to kill. Well, I mean, the other me is willing to kill his last potential collateral, so.
They'll threaten you to protect him.
Oh, yeah, it's just like a.
But, of course, you know, if collateral failed, then there's always.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Oh,
but, you know,
looking for a snack.
I'm like a gingerbread man. It's hard to catch me.
You wanna find out?
What's gingerbread?
Not right now. Not right now. Maybe
It's
one day
actually
we could
just
have a
really delicious treat. It's actually, I don't think it's made out of real ginger because that would taste weird as a treat, but
I think it uses like part of ginger as part of like the thing
really,
in it.
I've never really baked. My hands are too big.
Oh, I'll bake you some after this deal's over. I can bake something.
Yeah,
Really?
there's a few
You
corners
guys
down. There's a
think
nice
there.
kitchen actually.
Yeah,
Most of
I'm
it's
somewhat of a chef myself.
Oh.
You said you have a kitchen? Sorry, I cut
Yeah,
you
there's
off.
a kitchen. Yeah, it's true. Just down. I think, yeah.
I'm gonna reach my hand out to shake while they're talking about that.
He'll shake your hand. All right. Then, as it stands, we can over the next few hours, we can even set you guys up for a little place to live if you would like a little premium base in Ashtakala, somewhere nice, somewhere secluded, somewhere high, so then you're not kind of near the drabble, and maybe we can assimilate your army real quick.
I had a question.
I need a place in Sharn as well.
Oh, we can do that easy. Yes.
Okay.
I had a question about the rabble, as you say. What's the deal with all those those mindless peasants?
Oh, and yeah, your clothing and all that. Ashtakala is a overlord, a Raja as it is. It lives,
Well-
it breathes. We will ask it nicely not to consume you. As it
Oh, is
tends
that what's
to do.
happening?
Oh, yes. And so we have tamed it just slightly. It's quite strong. Those are all its essentially dolls in the dollhouse, if you can call it that.
How that as you've somewhat tamed it, on a scale of the demon lords, where does Ashtakala stand? Because this would change part of my faith, and because you said you could control the demon overlord or whatever.
Well, it's more
Before-
that we're friends with it. We live in it.
Oh.
We sometimes bring people to allow it
Like
to
a symbiotic relationship.
Exactly, and I think that's exactly what we have with the overlords. So.
We'll talk more later.
What
I don't like
ward
that.
and what height do you want your place in Sean? Yes, Daizo.
I feel like it's easy for us to already get into the lower and mid level, so probably the upper level.
Okay. I will get you an unassuming place in the upper level.
Okay. Perfect.
I think we might. Should we keep our?
Did you
I'm
use
asking
that,
this part
that
out loud.
scroll spell already? Because I'm gonna give you another one.
Okay.
That the one that you got.
Yeah.
Oh, I think you did. Okay, I'll add it back on. What were you gonna say?
Should we just keep our wanted system so when we do appear, it's like, it's kind of like a showing, so we get our higher bounties, because I kind of want to see our bounty get higher. I'm not gonna lie, seeing that cheap bounty kind of made me depressed.
Well, I mean, in a time of war, the coffers are probably going to be light for them to fund
But the-
big bounties.
But the
I feel like we have
bigger,
more important business to attend to.
yeah, but wouldn't it be cool to have like 1,000,000 gold bounty?
Not
I mean, I
really.
can set a bounty on you if you want.
That's not what I mean, but okay, I guess.
Is there anything else you need from me?
Oh, did I get the life
Corliac
score?
and I. Yes, it's in your inventory now. I labeled its age reprisal.
Other than the information we talked about, I don't know what time that would be ideal.
Oh, we can keep talking now. I'm free.
Okay,
About
yeah,
100
maybe
years.
after I make the deal.
Also, we don't need a wedding as long as the paperwork is in order.
Okay, we'll get the paperwork ordered. Her name, she goes by, Thelestis.
The what now?
Thelestis.
Okay.
You should have married the mostest.
But she goes by Telias. That is her name. She is a crimson-haired elf, adorning the dragon mark on her neck.
Which mark?
The same one
Yeah.
you have?
Sorry.
No, you're fine. Just I'm glad you asked, 'cause that could have been awkward if, yeah. So.
Don't want to make any
She
aberrant
actually
babies.
speaks directly to Kashtatark. The one that you had met before, the sleepy guy. If you would like to talk to him more about her. I've sent him a message about all the information that he needs to know. So.
Perfect. Thank you. The everybody shook already?
I assume he goes around
no.
just shaking everybody's
I
hand.
believe so.
Okay, fair
Okay.
enough.
Yeah.
I'm going to in character have started to make my way to there if nobody else, if everybody else is still trying to do something.
Make your way to where? Oh, Tim.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. He pulls out the spell book and he slides it over to you, Ahab, to let you have free reign over it.
Nice. I take the book. Do I have to write anything down, or I could just say a ritual spell that I want to start transcribing at this point? Or
You can just start.
book of ritual spells, I guess.
If you guys would like, you guys can take a little bit of time just prepping an Ashtakala for like stuff, and this would give enough time for you to basically transcribe all of your ritual spells.
I would have to use gold, which I have a lot of.
Yeah.
But
So
I got you. Short.
I just want to add, or I guess I just want to have it as I'll just add a book and just name it. Oops.
he's just gonna ask. I would recommend you just keep it here. I just want to be near it.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's part of it. I'm gonna go bake you guys some cookies.
So you're not transcribing?
I'll transcribe in a
Make
bit.
gingerbread.
Yeah, I'll make gingerbread.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll transcribe when I get back. It's not like it needs to be immediate.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, you're good. I'm
book
just
just stays
surprised.
there.
I thought you would have been more thirsty for it. That's
Yeah.
all.
You almost go to pick it up, but then it's basically like magnetic welded to the table somehow via his magic.
Forbiddance is a extremely powerful spell.
Let's talk information, you three. As Ahab runs off to the kitchen.
Pog.
All right. If nobody else wants to take that first step forward, I will, since mine should be pretty simple. I'm looking mainly just for mechanics, as far as if Seth is on this plane hidden in power, or if he's somewhere else remotely, and if there's any connection with his followers giving him power, and if so, would the removal of followers remove this power?
Seth is deceptively easy to slay. He has might, and that's it. His followers are thin, few in between, as he grew with overwhelming urge to get stronger and stronger, but it plateaued. He relies on sacrifices, as you might be familiar. He has sacrificed most of all not of the worshippers, there being a small tribe of once was, as you remember, a great, almost nation. But it's him, one of the strongest beings in Khyber. I would probably even have a difficult chance. Corliak and I would probably have a difficult chance even trying to take him on ourselves. You at your guys' estate might kill you, but it'll be close. And perhaps with the army that you're going to get, it would help you with that. He has a lot of sway over Medusa as well, that protect him in his personal temple. I hope that answers most of your questions.
Yes, that absolutely does.
Of course, you are going to have the best shots against fighting him, because you are resistant to poison. Most of his attacks rely on poison. And he carries a great big sword. It's quite impressive.
Thank you very much.
Of course. He looks at you, Gishma.
Ooh, okay. Mine will hopefully be pretty simple. Frankly, it's just clarifying some things in regards to House Caneth and the Warforged armies. So, first one. House Caneth, are they allied or in control of the Warforged armies? I'll just say it straight up. We've talked with them, we have our own theories, but I'm just curious. You guys probably know, for sure.
Yes, we do know. House Caneth. Put it simply, this is going to be the easiest way to put it. The Lord of Blades is not as he seems. He is a man named Aaron Kenneth.
Ah, okay.
100 years ago, as you might know, there was some sort of harnessing of a wish, which your great-great-grandfather was able to more or less prevent. During this, one of his bodyguards came through, and somehow he was able to transcribe his soul into this armor. He went around, essentially the morning, stealing chunks of armor from other Warforged, turning them bigger and bigger. Kenneth was most screwed over by the last war, and so they used the Lord of Blades and the Warforged to stage this massive undertaking, hoping to get their revenge on all the nations and the Dragonmark houses. They were a useful tool to distract Thrain, so that this fight, this battle against them, will be easy.
Okay. And I am curious then, though I suppose you just kind of answered that last section. So the Rakshasa were they aware that the morning was going to occur when all that went down 100 years ago?
Yes.
Okay. Goddamn. All right, well, yeah, you answered all my other questions with that, so I think I'm good. I had like 6 different questions, and you got them all, so. All right.
Guess I didn't know what questions you were going to ask, so I wanted to keep it quick.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's all for me for now. I done.
That was incredible.
Quick, I did have where is Seth specifically?
Oh yeah. You would know this just yourself. We didn't like specifically put a spot on the map of Corvair, but as it stands, it is kind of deep in the Kubaran jungle. If you go to the map of Corvair, it's just kind of the center there. That would be.
Kazar knows where to go, though.
Yeah, Kazar knows
Okay.
exactly where to go. It would probably be like.
I didn't know if it was like mysterious or like
No.
elusive to even him. So, all right,
So-
thanks.
Yeah, yours is like, I don't know. Your whole story isn't so much about like the act of actually doing it. It's about like getting strong enough to kill him. And
Yeah.
I hope I've kind of made that obvious because you've had a lot of killing blows, and every time it just feels like it's building up to you fighting Seth. So
I'm hyped. It's felt that way. So
yes, good. Yours is more of the Lord of the Rings. So,
Sweet.
he's gonna look around the room. Any more questions?
How are you doing?
Great. Just had one of the best deals ever. If you would like, we can get you meeting your new army. It'd be nice to get some people out of Ashtakala. It's just getting way too busy in here.
People.
I would like to. Oh yeah, I'm not there. I'm baking.
I'm sure maybe you put it in the oven, came back.
Can I make a roll? I want to make a roll.
Let's see how good they are.
Yeah, because I have the
Yeah, for
cooking
sure.
tools, right? The cook's utensils.
Wisdom.
With yeah, with wisdom. Use cooking
With proficiency.
utensils.
Yeah, if you have proficiency in it too.
Wisdom. I do have proficiency. Is it set to proficiency? Am I stupid? Am I dummy?
You might have to add it.
Edit
proficiency, yeah.
effects or details.
Details and then
Proficient.
Yep.
There we go. And now it should add that. So that wisdom normal. 16. Okay.
Hey, yeah, they're really good cookies. They're really good cookies. You'll know that until you kind of leave. You know, you have your oven mitts on and you put them to the side. You put your little kiss the cook
Yeah.
apron on. Oh my gosh.
The Fiend's really gonna appreciate it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll come back and I'll open up the book.
Okay.
And begin like generally like, is there any like tidbits that I learned from the book about managing a demon army?
Oh, that book. No, not really. It's a lot of like, when a demon gets angry, you need to do this kind of thing, and it's like, oh, ice devils need to be cold, and these devils need to be like this. Remember to sharpen bone devil's bones.
It's like a Pokedex.
Yeah, more or less.
Is there anything about like getting them to like respect your rule?
You would see that he would start to notice you kind of poring over the book, and he would go, "Let me introduce you to them. You will actually have a general. Looks a lot like Corliak, and he will be basically your captain in charge. And I assure you, they will respect him, and he will respect you. So there's nothing to worry. He will take care of all of the community. How about we go upwards a little bit? I've had my people assemble them into the courtyard out back, and so we can all take a good look at them. How does that sound?
Good.
Sounds good. Yeah.
Ooh,
Can I
like this.
insight that?
For what? What do you want to insight it for?
This is like, we're actually moving now. I feel like this is the time where he'd kill us.
We were just in a fucking zone of truth.
I mean, the zone of truth hasn't popped yet, so he's still telling the
okay,
truth.
Yeah. All right, then I'm fine.
I'll give you that. Yeah. So.
Just the way he worded that, I was nervous.
Yeah. Yeah. He's just leading you guys to the next area. You guys go to the courtyard and kind of going up a few stairs, going along. We can say Daizo's with you guys right now too, if you would like to be with them.
Have you guys? Sorry, Mitchell. Keep going.
Sure.
Okay, and you would see essentially a demon army, 200 strong.
It's barely a division.
It is not about the numbers; it's about the strength. And you see at the front like basically it's got like that very iconic, like a front man, and then it's got like the 2-2, and then there's like 5, and then there's like 10 in rows, and they're just different types of demons. And then in the back you see like 50 imps, and then 100 of these disgusting kind of peon demons.
Would we know generally the strength of each in terms of like meta wise? I guess it might be a role like compared to each of us, like how many Gishmas is like one of those peons or something.
You guys, the 4 of you guys would have trouble taking on your captain essentially. And you guys would kind of know like
or each
probably together. Would have
together
some...
we'd have a tough time.
Yeah.
With
Is
some
somebody
trouble.
actually saying
Okay.
something, or
Yeah, you guys are on this courtyard looking over basically. You guys are on a
because I
balcony.
don't see a courtyard.
No, you guys aren't. You guys aren't seeing anything.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm asking.
No. It's just more theater of the mind.
Okay.
You guys could assume that the kind of the imps and the last guys, which are called, I'll just post it. They're called mains. They're about like the strength of a generic like commoner, but just a little bit more terrifying. Actually, probably closer to just like a normal guard. But it's a quite strong army, though. Especially the ones at the front would probably do most of the heavy lifting, at least. So, and he would look over you guys and kind of get your guys' reactions. What do you guys say?
I'm gonna be kind of passive.
I'm just gonna raise one eyebrow and thought when I heard army. I mean, I guess it's quality over quantity, but I'm like, huh. I guess a little smaller than I thought. I thought there was a lot of demons or something.
After the deal we just got, this army seems a little small.
No. I guess because I never. I'm gonna say it's like I never really knew logistics of demons or like how big this town was. So I guess it's a little different than I was expecting in terms
You're
of
so
your army.
ungrateful.
I'm so used to human armies where there's like thousands of them. Okay.
I'm curious how are they trained at all? Do they work as a cohesive unit? Do they have like is that something our captain would be able to just resolve? Do we just give him tasks? I'm curious.
Essentially, yes. You talk to the captain, and he'd be able to work it down the ranks, as it were.
Okay.
What's the captain's name? I guess I go to the captain himself and say, what's your name?
Are we like way up in the sky?
Yeah, you're like way up there. You could fucking fly down if you want. Of
Oh,
course.
that's true.
There you
It's a
go.
nice
What's your
introduction,
name?
I
What's your
guess.
name, sir?
Yeah,
Can you imagine?
So
Sorry, I'm just yeah, you look
We
at him.
don't-
He's like about like it's fucking 12 feet tall, and so you're like your neck is like craned up.
Can I just float up? Can I just float up to
Oh
eye level?
yeah, that's some fucking hilarious.
Oh, slightly above eye level. So you look down on him.
I'll look at him as an equal, not like Dubak.
They call me Crick.
Could you type that in DM?
Oh, you don't know any
Crick?
critics?
Crick.
Crick? Like Crick? Oh, Crick. Okay, Crick. Do you want us to call you Crick? Or do you have a preference?
Crick is fine.
Okay, Crick. You want a gingerbread cookie? I baked these earlier.
Thank you, though.
Okay.
Do we have to worry about like feeding them and all that sort of thing?
No, we've got our own rations and all that. I'll take care of it, okay?
All right, cool.
I just want to.
I can create food and water.
No, it's
Is this
fine.
okay?
I swear to God, we've got it.
Wait, you swear to what?
It's an expression. We can swear because we're, demons and fiends and all that.
You're so dastardly and evil.
Yeah, we are.
This is such a Dubak
I
place.
assure you, I could probably take on 100,000 humans before I were to fall.
I'm sure
What
you
about
could take on many men.
What about those? What would you say your strength is against those Warforged?
So Warforged?
I mean, we might have to. Some of them are probably not in line with whatever plan's going on, so we may or may not have to fight them.
He would kind of like lean up, and he would probably look up at Juristorian and goes, "No, they tell me that we will not have to fight the Warforged armies."
We won't have to.
Mhm.
I nodded Ahab. From what I've been told, that makes sense. I
Okay.
was asking about that.
I was just wondering, like, what happens if some random like Warforged army gets like the wrong orders or something, and
Okay, fair enough.
Oh,
it's like
I
big,
have no
like
problem.
if it's a big army, right? So
that's
they might have some. I don't know how telekinetic Warforged are, so I'm just bringing up like if we have to fight them due to bad orders or whatever.
I'd like to see him catch us in our fucking ship.
I don't know how much the demon army can fit on this ship.
like maybe a handful, but not that many.
Yeah,
They would
the
have to
captain
course-
alone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they would have to basically walk by foot to the place you need to go.
I was hoping
mean-
to like teleport or something.
Isn't teleport a ritual spell?
We can afford more ships.
Oh my god, yes.
Just putting that
Or
out
just
there.
one bigger one.
Yeah.
You would also need people to fly those ships. That's the problem.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Can we teach demons how to fly ships?
You need the mark.
Well, how many of these demons have wings?
Oh yeah, you need the mark. I forgot. Oh, yeah,
A
how
good
many do you have?
chunk of them have wings. About I would say about half.
What's the demon's average stamina for flight? Like, how long could you say one could fly for? I'm talking to the captain.
At least, how many hours a day can you march?
Well, we have abilities to keep going.
That's not what I asked, but okay, about 8 hours, at least.
Okay.
I mean, a ship would definitely be more efficient. Like,
And we could
I
save
can
money if we
afford it,
wanted to
it's
get a
okay.
sailing ship.
Was it the
Are
captain
you
that said
guys
that?
in a rush or something?
No.
Is this a
Only got
captain?
100 years.
Do we
Yeah.
want to like a SEAL Team 6 of demons, and then they're on their own ship, and we just call them in whenever?
Wait, so you're the captain. We lead the army, right? Like we're like.
Essentially, this is how it works. I listen to you. They listen to me.
It's like chain of command.
Yes.
Okay, so why like?
But they probably won't take too kindly to your words.
I mean, should we? If we're in charge of the captain, Should we be letting him just be a smartass to us? I'm confused.
I think this is a level of respect here.
Only
We
to
should
Ahab.
we should give him to a level of respect. You know, this is a mutual deal until we die.
They're more like mercenaries than clients or whatever.
He's got it.
Yeah, that was my gist
And
of
we
it.
don't mean any disrespect by it, mind you. Just, it's how we are.
You're demons. Yeah.
Yes.
I get it. I'm marrying a succubus, so I know what I know what you mean.
Good fucking
I-
luck.
Yeah.
Jesus
Good.
Christ.
He's doing it for love.
For
I don't
love.
think he's doing it for love.
Yeah, I love something.
Do you have any fresh orders?
Freak of frat. Oh.
You see his eyebrow raises a little bit, and he goes,
Well, hold on.
We could just teleport in and out, grab him, and leave.
How cool would it be to like?
Oh, is one of the is there a Rakshasa with us right now? I have a question.
no, he kind of like popped off back inside.
I'll at least ask the captain if he knows. With our deal, are we allowed to like teleport out of here? Once we like, do we have to like attune to a
Yes,
thingy?
you have to tune to the thing.
Oh, okay, yeah, we should probably do that, huh? That's probably a smart idea.
There's also like, you guys also remember the Chain Devils, right?
Yes.
There's like 10 here in this group, which
Oh,
would
God.
which would literally rip through like hundreds of guards before dying, or even getting close to dying. You know, whether it's that or it's whether it's the Bone Devils, all that kind of stuff, like all these kind of different types of devils. It's definitely not strength in numbers, but it doesn't matter when, you know, soldiers can only fight 4-on-1, and a demon can rip through like 8 at one time. And one of these attacks does, you know, fucking like,
Not to mention the intimidation
Yeah.
factor. Like armies run pretty quickly.
yeah. So
I guess I would like to ask the question is, actually, I don't know how I'm going to word this question. Never mind.
Well, powwow with the boys. Is there any major agendas we want them to start working on?
That's a good question. I'm gonna be honest.
I mean, it seems like a decent. If I don't know if we should save mine for last, just so we have the most chance of getting strong beforehand. That seems like the move to me. It was kind of same concept as up until this point, but if we're really running out of like major things to do, I doubt these small things are going to get us very far. But so that's all for me.
I mean, there's strategic targets I can think of to send them for, but I wasn't sure if there were any lore targets we had besides that.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna ask the captain. Demons that survive, is there a chance for? Do they stay a stagnant strength, or is there a way for us? Like, say we a demon that's strong and we resurrect them, right? Does the demon stay stagnant in their strength or gain strength with the longer they, you know, eviscerate their foes?
they gain experience, sure. I would say that's applicable. You know, if you're in a war and you gain skills and knowledge and understand how enemies fight, then yes.
How, besides being their instincts and how, I guess, experienced are these soldiers, these men?
Admittedly, they're a little green, but I think it all comes natural to them.
Would you say it'd be worth having sparring matches with us? Not to the death, of course, but have experience with stronger foes. Perhaps if we have to get to the Silver Flame, they would have to fight beings close to our strength.
We could do a sparring match if you'd like. That would
Alrighty.
be a lot
I
of
mean,
fun. Between
I don't know.
all of us, too.
I don't know
We
how
could have-
necessary that is.
But it is up
I
to you.
mean, not necessarily right now. I'm thinking towards the future, and if it's worth keeping you all the same, or thinking of if a tragedy befalls, getting a replacement, is that what would you prefer? Would you prefer us to bring back a fallen comrade, or would you rather have a replacement? I want to understand what your goals are as a captain. Pretty much are.
I would say that if you fall in combat, you are destined to die. Is that what you're asking?
Pretty much. If we had the chance to bring back someone, would you take it? Is pretty much the ultimate.
Depends on their nature.
I guess this leads
Okay.
into another question for our deal. Does our army come with replenishment? If we sustain losses, will they be replenished?
I believe that all they ask for is they've provided enough for you to be able to overtake the currently weak Silver Flame and destabilize Thrain. Beyond that, it's going to be how lucky we all are to get out of it. Who knows? Maybe after fighting 10,000 gods, I make a mistake and I don't end it out.
Okay.
Didn't really answer the question.
No.
Okay.
You do not have replenishments. You have just enough to fight the Silver Flame.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna fly down, and I'm guessing I made a ton of cookies, and I'm gonna offer some gingerbread cookies
Okay.
to any soldier that wants it.
Okay. There's a few of the more notable ones. They take a cookie and they hit it sloppily. Yeah. It seems to be okay.
I want to. I know as a player I'm not gonna remember them, but I want Ahab to try and learn their names and like.
Oh yeah, you hear the fucking craziest names for sure.
And I'll basically get them to know me. Basically, like, hey, I'll give you food.
Give me a charisma check.
Oh, pause.
He's the cool leader.
Roll another
Yeah,
nat
yeah.
one again.
Yeah,
Funny.
charisma.
Yeah.
Someone get him a chair so he can sit backwards on it.
Yeah, 17. That's
Get
not
a backwards
bad.
baseball cap.
Nice.
It's not bad.
It's not bad. People seem to enjoy your presence and respect you.
Nice.
People.
It's a change. It's a change of pace.
All right. Do I know that like demons have they aren't hurt? They're not undead. Never mind. Healing magic probably works on them normally. I'm not gonna roll for that. Never mind.
Does anybody else anything they want to do before we finish this session?
I'm good.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
I guess
good.
just think about what orders you give the army. I know I will.
Can we say we attune to the teleport thing, or do you want to do that
Yes.
separate?
You can. We'll say that you attune to your teleportation. This would allow you to teleport in and out of Ashtakala.
Whoop whoop.
So that is something that you will have to remember. They do. We'll just say that out of they do give you guys basically a essentially for Ashtakala a penthouse suite, in which you guys can overlook most of the city, as well as a plentiful supply of food. Word starts to go around of you guys' presence, and now people kind of seem to know of you in this city.
We will probably still be using the hut whenever we want to make a serious conversation. I'm going to assume that. I look at
Yeah, I
everyone
think
else
so.
when we're in our, I guess, time lapse to the penthouse. Probably use hut when something serious.
Can we see that Quaddle being tortured? from the suite?
No,
Oh yeah,
it's,
does it have a
it's
good view? Oh,
We could probably
they
hear it.
they realize that you guys are probably not a huge fan of that, and so it's probably one of the only spots. It's like directly opposite of the whole entire city, just so then you guys don't hear it as well either.
Goodbuck's like
So.
sad.
Mixed
Any
feelings.
questions, comments, concerns for the session?
that was pretty good.
Yeah,
We did
that
a
was
lot
really
of
cool.
talking.
Lot of
I'm
fun.
married.
How
A
did
lot
you
of
feel
setup.
the no combat? How's your no combat session,
It's
DM?
fine. I'm hoping next session will be combat.
Yeah, he's ready to kill us.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. So
We definitely have the setup for some good combat.
yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
definitely
One way or
can.
the other.
So I might. One of my friends, my brother-in-law, says that he has army combat rules, which we might break out if
Do
they're
some
good.
wargaming.
Yeah, which I'm fine with. We'll see. I just don't know how he's done it. If he has like demons versus humans kind of combat, we'll see. But you know, it depends on what you guys want to do. I would like to see what you guys' kind of individual plans for how, if you guys had full control over it. Just DM me what you guys would do if you had full control over trying to take over, you know, Flamekeep, but most importantly, you know, the church. You guys would know kind of the general layout as you guys have been there too. So
Sweet.
Okay. That was a good session.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
so
The stair thing was really cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, the tiles.
it was really confusing though.
it is super confusing. It's something that we're probably
I-
going to utilize a little bit more in Fallout, but I just wanted to try it out here.
That
Yeah.
would have been cool in the clock tower.
Yes, yeah, I was super I was like, oh, this is super cool, but yeah.
I wanna bring this up. Fucking the Skywrite spell and Magic Mouth spell for rituals are so fucking funny to me. Like, think about the intimidation of Skywrite before
Did
you
you-
attack.
Did
I haven't
you,
done them yet.
You can
haven't-
import them all, I would say, over the next.
Oh yeah, I'll do it before our next session, honestly, and like take out the gold and everything. That would take.
I'm gonna head
Bye.
out, but that was a good
Okay.
session.
Bye bye.
Yeah, same.
Bye.
Alright, goodbye, everyone.
Bye bye.
Bye, lads.
I was just thinking. Hey, don't go Hashim. Fuck you, Hashim. Skywrite spell, Duncan. Like right before we attack, we just say "Meet your maker" is all they see in the sky. And then,
Oh,
and then
it's
they
Sky. Oh, I
get
get it.
Sky like literally